Cheyenne Extreme Fast Pitch Softball is on the air. 1480 KRAE brings you another first with the doubleheader broadcast today from Converse Fields as the 18 and under Cheyenne Extreme play host to Gering, Nebraska. Now, let's send it out to Converse Fields here in Cheyenne for Fast Pitch Softball action times 2, right here on 1480 KRAE, also 101.1 FM and 1480KRAE.com.
Converse 3 here at Converse Fields. Nice night for Fast Pitch times 2. Matter of fact, a little partly cloudy. We had a breeze earlier, but it's kind of lightened up. But again, we're used to breezes here at Converse Field. Larry Proietti along with Nick Proietti. And we're going to get right into our pregame show as we have the head coach of the Cheyenne Extreme, Adam Galicia, joining us here. Coach, real quick, let's go back to the weekend. It was a good weekend. We came out here last week and watched against Fort Collins. That one was a little difficult for your team. I don't want to say it showed some ring rust, but some mistakes, and I'm sure you weren't really extremely pleased with your Extreme that after that doubleheader.
Oh yeah, last Thursday, yeah, that was a tough. I mean, it was. I kind of took some responsibility. I gave the girls Wednesday off. We normally get our pitchers and catchers in on Wednesday to give them a good workout. Kind of gave them off. The girls wanted to do some team stuff, but it showed on Thursday. Our pitchers, they hit everything we threw at them. That team came ready to play. They just come off a big weekend the weekend before up in Gillette. A lot of 18A gold teams, and so they were ready. They were ready to hit. We weren't ready, and when you play good teams like that, and you don't come ready to play, they just take advantage of you.
This is an interesting scenario for the Extreme 1800 team, and we were laughing before our pregame show with your team. It's almost like you got a Major League Baseball schedule right now. I mean, it's one right after another, and the ladies are going to get in a lot of softball action this season, even with COVID-19.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's looking right now, you're just looking forward to our schedule. We probably going to end up 35, 40 games by the time it's all said and done. It's definitely a fluid schedule. We got about probably 15, 16 games coming up here in the next 10 days. It's, counting today, and so we got a big schedule ahead of us. And we work a lot of cardio this last month when we were able to get back together. Worked a lot of cardio, strength conditioning to get ready for this stuff.
Softball versus baseball, and this is, our first venture with the Cheyenne Extreme, and we're excited to be here this afternoon, heading into this evening, so we'll have the double dip. Baseball versus softball, a lot of small ball, especially in fast pitch.
Yeah, when a lot of teams, you especially get your lefty slappers who are capable of putting it down, and you got a lot of normally those type of players have a lot of speed, but we're a little bit built that way, but we like to get our two leadoffs on, leadoff and our second hitter, and then we got some big hitters, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we count on them to drive runners around and score some runs.
Unlike baseball versus softball, stealing, but the runner has to stay on the sack until the pitch is thrown, unlike baseball where you can take a lead.
Yeah, you have to, you can't leave till the pitcher releases the ball. The bases are shorter, they're 60 feet. But we practice a lot of that, the release, reaction, ball hitting the dirt, all that kind of good stuff. It's the stuff you drill. We like to steal bases. We like to run bases hard with the girls that are capable. And it's game changers. You force teams to make plays, and sometimes it's make mistakes. And next thing the ball's going to the outfield, and we're taking extra bases.
A typical Adam Galicia 18 and under Extreme team. Good pitching, pretty good defense, good base running, but you also, if you need it, you can go long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we, I was pretty proud of the girls this weekend. We had a number of girls hitting the long ball. Heck, my own daughter hit a long ball this weekend, and that's not common for her. But, that's it. Get the girls on, drive the fence and move them around.
One final thought, too, and again, it's nice to be back here on Conference 3. I was chatting with you before. I remember my daughter playing out here, and back in the days when it was set up for regular softball, dimensions all 200 feet, and the city really did a nice job in making this a fast pitch, area for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Oh, yeah, definitely, please. And, teams we get coming in here are really like the complex, just the looks of it. The guys that built this were the same ones that built the Christopher Complex down in Denver, and which is one of their prime spots. So they did a really good job, and we enjoy playing here. It's just a nice atmosphere. They look at the fence and they think it's short, but it's actually a college-sized field. So it's pretty cool to play here.
All righty, Adam Galicia join us on our pregame show. We are going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back to Converse 3 after these messages on 1480 KRAE.
You're looking for fun and style, then the new 2019 Kia Optima has what you need. And here at Kia of Cheyenne, we can help you own one. I'm AJ Miller, and the 2019 Kia Optima will reward your daily drive with comfort, performance, and advanced engineering. Kia Optima technology, your phone allows access to remote lock or unlock, climate control, 24-hour roadside assistance, and much more. Come in, call 775-0123, or go to KiaofCheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
College has been something that's always been on the back of my mind.
This is where I found what I wanted, one of my passions, what I really love to do.
In class, I feel more engaged.
The people here do care about you, and they want to help you succeed in life.
They make it so easy to be a parent and be able to still go to school.
I like the way I'm improving.
I love being, a part of the LCCC family, and I'm glad I made this step in my life.
We got double dip action here on 1480 KRAE. It will be the Cheyenne Extreme taking on Gering, Nebraska. We welcome our friends in from Gering tonight as we are ready to play softball times two. And I got to get out of the baseball mode because all I've done is baseball broadcast, so we got to get into the softball. And I was out here the other night with you and our dog Oso, and I was trying to do some play-by-play out in the outfield.
Again, it wasn't a whole lot of at least time dealing with a 1-year-old puppy where, again, he was enticed by everything else except for the action on the field. But at least, again, we are proud. We've announced last weekend, and again, here we are, game one of many, at least for here, the 2020 season, what has been an abbreviated season for the Cheyenne Extreme, even for Cheyenne Post 6, for a lot of teams across this nation due to COVID-19. But, again, here we are. We are ready. Again, a first for 1480 KRAE, as it is, our first venture into summertime and softball action here on the radio. So, and also, too, along with the radio side, 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com is where you can hear all this contest, or at least a doubleheader today. Also, too, we are video live streaming right now, and hopefully we will for the majority of our contests here on 1480 KRAE. Again, Periscope via Twitter at Nick Wiles Sports and the 1480 KRAE YouTube channel.
And also, too, we got you out of the booth, so you're manning the cameras. You're directly behind home plate.
Yeah.
So, again, our viewers will get a really good shot of the entire facility.
The camera is not, at least, it's not on top of the netting due to the fact you've seen Little League World Series, all those. Again, you get a foul ball, it hits the camera, it shatters. We're not taking that risk, but, again, it's going to be a good, at least, view of the field. And, again, we'll take care of that. So, again, if you're unable to come out to the park, if you are, again, a little worried about the social distancing thing, again, with coronavirus and everything, again, we provide that opportunity. Again, if you don't want to come out to Converse, again, you can watch it live with us on Periscope and also to YouTube.
Games will be about an hour and 30 minutes long. So, again, we'll have our first contest here. Either an hour 30 or 6 innings. That's usually how it'll go. We'll give you the starting lineups first for Gering. It will be Madeline Weesey leading off. She'll be playing center field. She'll be followed in the order by Jess Brown, who's at second base. Faith Smith will be at third. Destiny Gonzalez will be at first base. Talara Kinsey will be behind the dish. Jada Schlotthauer will be in left field. Macy Schlotthauer will be in right field. Gianni Aguilar will be at shortstop. Autumn Elson will be the extra hitter, and Aspen Elson will toe the rubber for Gering as we get ready for game one. On the defensive side for the Cheyenne Extreme, Janie Adair will be in left field. Kenzie Bolts in center. Trista Steetwine will be in right field. Brogan Allen will be on the hill. Taylor Klein will be at shortstop. Kaylee Wilson at third. Ariana Galicia at first base. Alexis Naughton will be behind the dish. And it'll be Brittany Lopez at second base. So we are about ready to get things underway as as the umpires are getting their watches set, as we will have our doubleheader for you. Again, thank you for joining us on 1480 KRAE. Also, as Nick mentioned, YouTube via YouTube and Periscope via Twitter.
Do want to quickly mention again with the Cheyenne Extreme, they are at least in this abbreviated season into their 21st game with this one underway. They are 14-6 overall for Gering. Not as long of a season for them. They're a few games into it, as we've seen a few Colorado, Nebraska teams starting their seasons a little after what the Cheyenne Extreme have been able to. So again, this Gering Logoz team has been in action, but not as much as the Cheyenne Extreme.
First pitch of the contest is called strike right at the letters on Madeline Weesey. Again, it is Brogan Allen and Alexis Naughton, the backstop here for the duo, and hit by pitch, and Weesey will head to first base. So the battery of Allen and Naughton not on track on that first batter. That'll bring up Jess Brown, the second baseman. Runner at first, nobody out. We're just underway here from Converse. Again, you can't take leads. You'll have to go off the pitch. Allen winds, throws, lays it down. Nice bunt. Galicia turns around, fires the first, and they'll say safe. Nice bunt. So that will be a base hit for Brown. Galicia spun around, got the throw over to Lopez, but not in time. So Gering's got something going here in the first inning.
As Coach Galicia right now going to talk with the umpire and get at least an official understanding of why that play was safe. But either way, it's two at least on base right now. No outs here early on in this contest. And as the Logoz right now in scoring position.
Well, and again, usually there's a two-man crew. A one-man crew is also tough to do as well. You got to look over the whole field. Allen's pitch is low, fastball. And that batter is for the Gering. It's Faith Smith, the third baseman. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 1-0 pitch. That'll be right down the pipe, and it's 1-1.
Looking at the stats for Allen for the Cheyenne Extreme, only 2-2, at least thirds for innings pitched so far on the season. Again, win-loss record 0-0 for Allen.
Here's the 1-1 offering. That one is low in the dirt, scooped up nice by Naughton, and it's 2-1. So far we've seen just basically fastballs by Allen.
Good crown on hand here at Converse Softball Complex. Again, Field 3 is where you can come by and see the action for the doubleheader today.
2-1 pitch right on the outside corner. Nice setup by Naughton. Makes it count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and there's no outs. Runners at first and second here for Gering in the first inning. 2-2 offering. A little curveball. That's going to be caught out in center field on the line drive. Nice job on the defensive side. Kenzie Bolts had that set up perfectly. Runners cannot advance, and it's 1 out.
1 out with 2 at least on the bases right now in scoring position for Gering Logoz. Cheyenne Extreme coming off this past weekend here in town, participating in their own tournament. The Extreme weekend where they went 5-1, did not win that championship game, however.
Destiny Gonzalez will come to the plate. First pitch is low, as that one will be a ball. Gonzalez, the first baseman for Gering. Runners at first and second, 1 down here in the first inning. 18 under Extreme on the defensive side. That'll be high, ball 2, and the count moves to 2-0. Allen having a little problem there with Gonzalez. Obviously, you don't want to give that number 4 hitter anything too good either. 2-0 offering. That's going to be up high, 3-0. So right now, again, in baseball terminology, Nick, you probably would be looking for the walk.
Yeah. Looking at stats for Allen again on this season, 8 hits allowed so far, 3 earned runs.
And ball 4. So on 4 straight pitches, Destiny Gonzalez will make her way to first. Bags are juiced right now, and that will bring to the plate Talara Kinsey, the catcher.
And again, with that walk right there for Allen, that'll be your second walk given up here this season.
Kinsey, she's pretty tall. Looks like she can knock the ball. Allen will wind up. And the pitch. That is low. Nice stop by Naughton, 1-0. So right now, Allen having a problem finding the center spot of the plate.
You wonder at a point in time with Coach Galisa when he'll come out and kind of settle down, Allen.
Infield in. 1-0 pitch. That's high and outside, 2-0. Nowhere to put him. And Adam Galisa, well, you called it. He decides to.
It's almost like he was listening to us.
he may have the radio on there. But anyway, so Coach Galisa will come on out. And again, a little mound conference. Also, too, you get that opportunity, A, to settle down your pitcher. B, you also get a chance to talk to your infielders and again, set it up where you go.
Well,
most situations,
yeah.
You're going to probably go for one. You'll probably let the run go.
Yeah, I can kind of sacrifice that at least to get that additional out. But again, with the bases loaded, yeah, it's basically line it up for your infielders of this is where you need to go on this at least type of play.
Brogan Allen, again, who will be a junior at Cheyenne Central coming up in the next school year. Again, she plays infield and pitches as well in a little bit of a jam right now. 2-0 with the bags juiced. 2-0 pitch. That one will be fouled off to the right and out of play. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Talara Kinsey.
Who again is a big hitter up there. She's a big threat right now for the Logoz.
And they're playing her pretty deep all the way around. 2-1 pitch. A wild pitch goes to the backstop. Naughton can't find it, and it will be the first run of the game for Gering as Weesey scores on the wild pitch. Runners will advance to second and third. The count is now 3 balls and a strike to Kinsey. 1 down here in the top of the first inning. 3-1 offering. That'll be low, so back-to-back walks, and the bags are again loaded for Gering.
And again, for Allen, as I at least alluded to, again, at this point in time, she's only had 2 innings under her belt in this, again, 20 at least so far game season for the Cheyenne Extreme. So, again, still kind of a filling out process for her on the mound.
Batting from the left side will be, looks like Jada Schlotthauer. She is the left fielder. Chance for some more outside. Let up, and it's 1-0. Again, trying to change some speeds now. Allen, again, still having problems finding the diamond. So we're going to ask for a courtesy runner now for the catcher as Kinsey is the catcher. So she will come on out. Usually in softball, not so much. I think it's like your first out, or in this case, it'll be the leadoff. Weesey will come back out and run for her.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I played a lot of softball. I played some fast pitch. Still play baseball. So again, got to get used to this. Even coached in this level as well too. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That was a big one there for Allen.
Got her on the outside, low outside for that pitch.
Naughton set her up outside. Again, the battery of Allen and Naughton. Trying to quell this maybe uprising by Gering. And it's 2-1 on another outside pitch. So 2-1.
Yeah, try to frame it on that same position, but again, hitter was not having any part of it.
2 balls and a strike. Again on the outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So the count is even, deuces.
I'll say that was a foul tip. So again, only 1 out right now for the Cheyenne Extreme. Again, down 1-0 here early on top of the first of game number 1 of our doubleheader.
Coach Galicia calling the pitches. Naughton looks over. 2-2 pitch. So took something off of that. A swing and a miss. So Schlotthauer will K for the second out. Oh, wow. That was a nice pitch by Allen. I mean, she took something off that changeup.
And blew that right by her. So for Allen, that'll be her second strikeout on the season.
And again, too, as a batter, you're primarily thinking fastball, and then all of a sudden here comes that let up, and it's like, wait a minute, whoa. You're way out in front of it. 2 down. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the next batter. That's Macy Schlotthauer.
As now Allen is starting to feel it here.
Schlotthauer, Macy, she is the right fielder for Gering. 2 down. Bags loaded. And the pitch. This one is going to be looped into left field, but right there to make the grab for Cheyenne Extreme is Janie Adair. 3 away. So for Gering, they came up with a run on 1 hit and leave 3 left. Go to the bottom of the first inning, and Gering leads the Cheyenne Extreme 1-0. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 4. Welcome back to Converse Field as the Extreme will come up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning as they trail 1-0.
An eventful, at least, top first there for the Cheyenne Extreme. Again, Gering got out hot again. Pitcher Allen at least running into a little difficulty early on, but finding the rhythm there, at least at the tail end. Right now, Logoz lead game 1 here, 1-0.
Well, a couple of walks, hit batter to start off the contest. Did not get things off and running for Allen, but she did bounce back with the K and then the fly out to left field for the 3rd out. So for the Extreme, it'll be Janie Adair leading things off. She is the left fielder. Adair is her 2nd year on the 18 and under team. Her primary position is pitcher. She's their number 1 right-handed pitcher. She'll bat from the left side. First pitch on the way, that is outside. And for the Gering battery, it will be catching Talara Kinsey, and on the hill it will be Aspen Elson.
Adair on the season right now for the Cheyenne Extreme, batting at a .389 average, looking at 14 hits so far on this season.
1-0. Try to go after that high fastball and whiffs at it.
Also, do want to mention for Adair as well, too, on this season. 1 home run for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Tried to do a little drag bunt down the side on the right side, and it wasn't sure really and missed it altogether. 1-1 pitch outside, something taken off that one there by Elson. Again, that's Aspen Elson, her sister Autumn Elson, also on the team. She'll be the extra hitter here in game 1. 2-1 offering on the way. And that one is going to be popped up back to the screen, and it will fall foul. So 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now, I should correct myself, to Janie Adair.
Good attempt there by the catcher, but again, a little out of her reach, so Adair still stays alive here.
So again, trying to work her way on, laying it down, and fortunately popped it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. That'll be way high as that'll come back to the screen, to the netting. And it's now full boat, 3-2. Again, 1-0 our score here in the bottom of the first inning. Larry Proietti along with Nick Proietti here at Converse. Converse 3.
The only time we'll be at Converse, at least for this 2020 season.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out, and that'll be 1 down. That'll bring up Kenzie Bolts. You know what's ironic here is I think of Kenzie Bolts. The last time we were talking about Kenzie Bolts, she was
well, it wasn't it wasn't us. It was Chris Bolton up there at Casper, where she was part of the only team that played that day, or at least got the victory, the state tournament up there in Casper before the whole tournament got shut down due to what has happened in the world.
Where they defeated Green River.
Yeah.
First pitch is low in the dirt for a ball, 1-0.
There's a lot of folks in town argued that they should be crowned the 4A state champs.
I don't have a problem with that.
Bolts up at the plate right now for Cheyenne Extreme on the season, .405 average hitter.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one is going to be up the middle to the short side, and she's out of there. Nice throw from Gianni Aguilar as she just gets it to Destiny Gonzalez as they will throw out bolts.
Again, that was a close play right there. Right now, Coach Galisi right now looking at the umpire trying to almost kind of give him that snake look.
You can't do that because, again, you got one umpire. You have a two-man crew, it's a different story. But, again, when you're a one-person crew, it's tough back there, trust me. That'll bring up our next batter for the Extreme. Low ball 1. And that will be Trista Stewine. For Stewine, she is the right fielder.
Stewine, who's at a .442 average on the season, looking with 19 hits so far for the Extreme.
1-0 pitch. That one is lifted to right field. And underneath it to make the grab is Schlotthauer. That's Macy Schlotthauer for the third out. No runs, no hits right across the board for the Extreme. They trail 1-0 after 1. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. We head to the top of the second inning. For Gering, it will be Johnny Aguilar, Autumn Elson, Aspen Elson, as we get things underway here in the top of the second inning. Aguilar squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes it outside and high for a ball. It's 1-0.
Again, in softball, it is a 90-minute at least time limit. Coach Adam Galisi was anticipating here in this first game about maybe 75, 80, but we'll see how it goes. But there is a strict time limit on these games.
Pitch is fouled back and in and out of the glove of Naughton, so it's 1 ball and a strike.
That's getting Converse right by the airport, so we can see a few of the planes.
You know what? It's just nice to hear all that. It's nice to just see
be outside,
action and
just
activity.
be outside.
1-1 pitch from Allen. That is way high. She took something off of that. 2-1 to Aguilar, the shortstop.
And Allen in that first inning struggled early on.
Threw a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Aguilar batting from the right side. Swing and a miss. Nice setup that time by Naughton on the outside corner, and Allen delivered. 2-2.
Getting crucial right here for Allen on this, at least next pitch.
Now, you definitely, especially in the world of fast pitch, you want to keep them off the leadoff hitter off the sacks. This is popped up. Allen can't come away with it. Just out of her reach. I mean, that one was just a bloop about 10 feet in front of the plate.
And again, a good play, a good effort there by Allen, but again, just right out, at least out of her reach.
But you know, down in the books, that looks like a line drive base hit.
Yeah.
So that's, it's going to be a base hit. So Aguilar will be on the sack with the second hit for Gering as they lead 1-0.
But the unfortunate thing for the Cheyenne Extreme, again, leadoff hitter is on base.
Autumn Elson will be at the plate, swing and a miss, strike 1. She is the extra hitter. No DHs. We just call them extra hitters, especially in softball or even when you get into my senior citizen baseball league. And we need extra runners and extra hitters. That one will be high and outside. Ball and a strike now to Elson.
In your league, I'm surprised they don't use canes and walkers at that point.
No, we use emergency response units out there.
Or you get wheelchairs, yeah.
A lot of oxygen. 1-1 pitch. That'll be low, and it's 2-1. Can't believe we're not playing yet. It's July. Like after the 4th of July, we're expected to play.
And again, for the Cheyenne Extreme,
That's in Colorado.
again, Cheyenne Extreme kind of in that interesting position.
This one is hit into right field. Nice grab. And back to first, got the double play. Good job that time for Cheyenne Extreme. Tristan Steewine came in on the dying quail and makes the catch and has the presence of mind to throw it over to Galicia for the twin killing.
And again, that threat on first base, that leadoff hitter, now no longer a threat for the Cheyenne Extreme. Again, phenomenal play.
So 2 outs just like that on the double play. Popped up and out of play. Aspen Elson now up for Gering. So quickly in the hole, 0-1. Again, nice crowd both ways here. Good to see folks making it, taking the game in from Gering as well as here in Cheyenne.
At a 100-mile road trip down from Gering, as we'll be there this Friday for Western Nebraska Pioneers as the Expedition League in action finally coming up this Friday.
Batting from the left side is Elspin, and she'll look at one on the corner on the left side, and it's 0-2. So quickly in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 our score.
As these sports around our athletics getting into kind of full swing again.
This one lined foul and almost
had doing an Olay play over there.
Yeah. Almost woke up somebody over there.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll have another hitter coming up. Now check, this is Weiss. Madeline Weiss that's up. And on the changeup, will foul it off to the left and out of play.
But still 0-2 right now.
So I got it. Aspen Elston will not be batting, so it's 1-2. So I want to take that off my scorecard.
Deuce is wild right now. Again, we're top of the second, 0-2 with 2 outs right now.
Here's a 2-2 offering, and this one is hit high into center field, and camping underneath it, making the grab, will be Kenzie Bolts. 3 away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Gering leads 1-0 over the Cheyenne Extreme. We're back after the 60-second timeout of 1480 KRAE. Will send up Brogan Allen along with Taylor Klein and Kaylee Wilson here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, Brogan Allen, who will be a junior at Cheyenne Central. Matter of fact, both coaches, Adam Gleason, his son Michael, they have been working on Brogan's stance in the batter's box, and all of a sudden now, get her to be a little more athletic, and she's on a roll. So let's see if she can keep it going. As Aspen Elson will fire away. That one high and outside for a ball.
Looking at for Allen again as Cheyenne Extreme. They are a hitting bunch. Allen right now 381 average on the season. She's right now sitting at 16 hits.
Ball and a strike.
She also, too, I do believe, leads the team with 3 home runs.
This one will be fouled back to the screen and a ball and a strike.
So, again, you know that Allen is a power hitter. So, again, as looking around the field for the Logos, yeah, they're playing well deep, at least for Allen.
Ball and strike here in the bottom of the second inning. Gering leads 1-0. Allen digs in. 1-1 pitch. Something taken off of that one by Elson, and it'll stay high, 2-1. Again, you will see fastball, change-ups. On a rare case, you'll see a curve, and then you'll see a scroogey.
And at this level, yeah, it pretty much keeps it pretty simple.
2-1 pitch. That one will be over the plate, and it's deuces now. 2-2 on Brogan Allen. Again, Allen the pitcher for Cheyenne Extreme here in game 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one will be popped up. Second baseman camps underneath it, makes the grab. That'll be Jess Brown, and we got one away. That'll bring up Taylor Klein, who is the shortstop for the Extreme.
Klein, who leads the Cheyenne Extreme on average right now at 484.
And by the way, Taylor's a 2020 grad from Scottsbluff High School. First pitch on the way. That one inside comes back to the screen for a ball, 1-0.
Taylor, who we had a chance to talk with on Wyoming Sports Talk today. Again, yeah, she is a this-year transfer from Scottsbluff. Again, her team over there was not participating, so again, took the option with Cheyenne Extreme. And again, she's been a big addition. 15 hits on the season right now, for at least for the Cheyenne Extreme.
1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. That one will be low and away, 2-0.
And she also, too, is a power hitter as we talk with her. And then looking at the stats, 2 home runs on the season for her.
She'll be, as she told us on our Wyoming Sports Talk today, she'll be heading over to Otero. She's going to be a Lady Rattler here in the fall.
You go all the way down to La Junta, Colorado.
Well, at least it's a lot warmer during the winter than it is here. 2-0. And that'll be low in the dirt, 3-0. So, again, here's the option. Do you got a couple of options to sit there and wait on the walk, or
do you swing for the fit? Yeah, swing for the fences. Again, we know that she can lift it out. And looking at the wind situation, it looks like it's going to blow at least. It would blow at least towards our faces right now. So again, little difficulty.
So ball 4. So they were very cautious with Klein, as she will draw the bases on the ball, and that'll immediately bring out the skipper for Gering, as he will come on out, have a little meeting in the circle. That'll bring up for Cheyenne Extreme Kaylee Wilson, the third baseman, as Wilson will dig in.
As right now for the Cheyenne Extreme, again, playing a little cautious here, just trying to get back the lead against the Gering Logos. Again, game 1 of 2 happening today. Again, a lot of these games do matter, at least towards the Wyoming State Tournament coming up in July. Again, as we will see, or at least as we talk with Coach Kalisa, again, teams throughout the entire state of Wyoming participating in Laramie to be at least called the Wyoming State champs.
Well, she's a freshman, finished up her freshman year at Crown College in Minnesota. So this is her second year on the Extreme 18 and under team. So leadoff runner at first, or check that, 1 out, as Klein takes the lead and will bounce back on the first pitch is high for a ball. So right now, all of a sudden, Aspen Elson having problems finding the dish.
Right now, up to bat for the Cheyenne Extreme, Wilson, who sits at a .273 average.
This one is popped up foul and will just be out of the reach of both the first baseman as well as the catcher, Destiny Gonzalez and Talara Kinsey. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kaylee Wilson. Again, Klein at first base, the recipient of a walk. 1-1 pitch. That one will hit the outside corner for a strike, and stealing second is Klein. So she will swipe the bag.
And as the ball was low and in the dirt right there, Klein saw the opportunity and got that stolen base.
So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Actually, it was a good pitch, Nick. 1-2.
It looks like for Klein, that's going to be her 3rd stolen base on the season.
Lined foul, out of play.
As that just rocketed out of the ballpark.
That's one of those where you see, matter of fact, you see dollar signs coming to the plate and you step into it just a second too early. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wilson. Klein at second base. Gering leads 1-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That'll be high, and it's 2-2.
As again, we know that Klein's a runner out there. Again, she's looking to steal third. Again, getting a big lead out there, it looked like.
Not afraid to swipe a bag. And again, Cheyenne Extreme, that's part of their motif. They like to run. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. This will be fouled right back by us. And again, with the protective netting.
I'm not worried.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 1 away.
It might be city produced or at least city fixed and 1 up, but I had some confidence that they know what they're doing.
Well,
We've talked to some of those individuals, though.
It's been repaired a couple, 3 times,
yeah, that's
you
true.
can tell. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wilson digs in, and the 2-2 pitch. That one will be fouled off to the right and out of play. And the count again stays the same, 2-2, 1 down. Gering leads 1-0 here as we have moved to the bottom of the 2nd inning.
But the key thing for Cheyenne Extreme, again, they have a at least base runner in scoring position right now.
Ariana got Galicia on deck. Again, Wilson batting from the right side, looking at a 2-2 pitch on the way from Aspen Elson. She winds, she delivers, and hold everything. And we got timeout called by the home plate umpire. And I think the umpire is going out to discuss with her that she might be leaving the rubber too early on her throws. So,
and I do believe that is the situation right now.
It'll be a warning. And again,
as she went to deliver the pitch, and at least umpire immediately called that timeout.
Again, trying to remind her that she has to have the foot on the rubber as she throws. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, and again, we'll play ball.
And again, a lot of these teams right now, again, outside of the state, have not had a whole lot of action, not had a whole lot of practice due to what has happened, again, nationwide.
2-2 pitch, this one fouled back.
So again, some mechanics, some knowledge, still in a work in progress on the softball side, even with American Legion baseball. So again, at least good on the umpire to warn her and just kind of do that teaching moment for her.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Again, leading away from second base is Klein, and the pitch. This one is going to be a base hit in the left field. Rounding third, coming all the way in to score, and she will come in standing up as Klein, and we're tied 1-1 on the base hit RBI by Kaylee Wilson. So the Extreme on the board to tie it up on the RBI from Kaylee Wilson. Hit that one solid down the third base side, just out of the reach of Faith Smith. That'll bring up Ariana Galicia. She'll bat from the left side.
Found some of that green grass out there in the outfield, and just like that, we are tied.
First pitch right down the pipe, and that's in for a strike.
And only 1 out here, bottom of the 2nd.
Galicia looks down to her pop down at third base. See what's on. Ball on a strike. I checked at a strike, and now it's a ball and a strike.
Almost looked like Ariana right there showing at least a little bunt.
As Galicia, well, she's been playing in the Cheyenne Extreme family for like 9 years. So, again, she's been a part of this.
You wonder if there's a reason like that, especially when your pops is head man or at least a manager for the 18U.
Wild pitch comes back to the screen, and cruising into second base is Wilson on the wild pitch. And it's 2-1 now to Galicia.
So get another extreme athlete in scoring position right now.
Yeah, and you look at Galicia, this is her 4th year starter on the 18 and under team. So
again, a phenomenal pitcher as well, too, for the Cheyenne Extreme.
She'll dig in, 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. She'll lay it down, perfect bunt. That'll move over the runner. A little hesitation on the throw over to first base, and that will allow Galicia to get into first. We'll give her a base hit. I think she actually had it beat out of the box. And then moving over to third is Wilson.
So you got runners on the corners right now, only 1 out here for the Cheyenne Extreme. So again, looking like a productive inning here for the Extreme.
Little hesitation by Smith at third base. Kind of like clutched it a little bit, double clutched, and that was all that Galicia needed. At the plate now will be Jade Reinhardt. She will take a ball down low.
As Ariana will advance on that pitch. So again, now runners at second and third for the Cheyenne Extreme. for Jade on the season, .436 average. Also, too, can be a power hitter with 1 home run on the season.
Trying hard in the extra hitter position for the Extreme here in game 1. 1-0 pitch. That's a nice one. Right on the outside. Hit the corner, and it's a strike, 1-1.
And Jade knew it instantly taking that pitch.
Base hit now. You would figure a base hit will probably drive in 2. Belisi with good speed at second base. That one takes something off of that.
Good night, Jake.
And again on the changeup. It's now 2-1.
Going back to that outside, at least side.
Well, you know, even if you get it to the right side, you're going to get a run home. That's just baseball knowledge right there. You want to go to the opposite way. 3-1 as that's high and away. So the Extreme got something going here in the bottom of the second inning.
You kind of wonder in this situation if you almost just let her at least get the pass on first base, kind of load them up and try to hope for that double play option.
Yeah, you go after Naughton. 3-1 pitch. That one is going to be fouled back off the screen, off the rope, the netting, however you want to call it. And it's now full count. 3-2 with 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning.
Again, Cheyenne Extreme, this is their last home contest of this 2020 campaign, the abbreviated season, as they'll be on the road to Rapid City, to Loveland, Colorado, Laramie, for the remainder kind of weekends upcoming for them.
3-2 pitch on the way, and that'll be outside, ball 4. So the bags are juiced again. This time it'll be for the Extreme, and that'll bring up Alexis Naughton, the catcher.
Got a big opportunity right now for Naughton with 1 out. Again, bases are fully loaded here.
As they say in the baseball terminology, ducks on the pond right now.
Naughton, .417 average hitter. She also, too, can hit them out of the park. 2 home runs on the season.
She'll be a senior at Cheyenne Central coming up in the fall of this year. Outside, ball 1.
Go, Lexi.
Getting a chance here for the Cheyenne Extreme right now to do some major damage in this inning.
Elson.
Basically separate themselves from the Gering Logos.
Aspen Elson having some difficulty herself now here in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Taken all the way was Naughton, and it's a ball, strike, bases loaded, 1 down, and a run already in.
Yeah, 1's wild here in this, at least bottom of the second inning. And 1-1 with 1 out, and it's tied right now between these two at 1-1.
Here's the 1-1 offering. Not swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time by Elson. Blew it right by.
Yeah, a little speed, a little fire, at least on that pitch.
Sometimes you got to rear back. And right now, this is the time for Elson to do it. Again, with everybody, there's nowhere to put him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She looks over to her coach. Get a little encouragement.
As we had a timeout called by Naughton there.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Naughton digs in. Elson winds and delivers. Just missing up. It's 2-2. That one could have gone either way.
You heard a little groaning from those Gering faithful on that side. And I think absolutely, again, how close that was. It was pretty much pick your poison on what that was going to be called.
2-2 pitch on the way from Elson as she gets the signal. And the pitch, that's high for ball 3.
In full count here with 1 out, bases loaded. Big opportunity here for Naughton.
Kinsey trying to cheer out some encouragement to Elson. Elson with a 3-2 pitch. She winds, she delivers, and a swing and a miss. That is a huge strikeout right there for Elson.
That is your clutch moment right there.
And Naughton is the second out in the inning. Again, bases are still loaded. That'll bring up Brittany Lopez.
Brittany Lopez, who is committed to NJC to play softball, so she'll be out there in Sterling, Colorado, playing for the Lady Plainsmen.
Graduated from Torrington High School. First pitch outside on the corner and a strike.
.244 average for Lopez on the season with 1 home run. Looking at 10 hits so far, at least in the 20-game season.
Well, right now, the Extreme looking for any way to bring home Wilson at third base. Pitch is hit right back to the box. And again, hesitation by Elson. And Lopez will score. Elson was thinking about going home to Kinsey and then looked at first too late. So it will be an infield hit.
Again, overthought that play, and just like that, again, it's still 2 outs, but now Cheyenne Extreme have the 2-1 lead.
And that'll bring up Jordan Wright, who will come in as an extra hitter.
Bases are still loaded right now for the Extreme.
She is a 2020 grad of South High, so congratulations to Jordan. 4-year player on the 18 and under team. She'll take a low for ball 1. Wow, that's a tough break there. And again, like I said, I've been on that side, on the coaching side too. I've seen that play. Anytime you hesitate, it's going to cost you.
And again, on those little blooper plays right there, you almost again get a little frustrated, or at least think about what needs to happen.
1-0, and now it's 2-0 to Jordan Wright. On deck will be Michaela Morehouse for the Extreme. Again, leading now 2-1 with 2 runs here in this inning. Wright digs in, 2-0 offering from Elson, and that's inside, ball 3. Nowhere to put it, and a bad throw back, and that's going to allow Galicia to score. So Galicia will score on the catcher error.
And make it 3-1 now for the Cheyenne Extreme.
And that's good heads-up play right there by Galicia. It will move Reinhardt over to third base. Lopez had to hang tough at first. She almost got caught up in the middle and then decided to scamper back to first.
Do want to mention for Wright, 371 average.
Ball 4, so Wright will draw the free pass.
And just like that, bases loaded again for the Cheyenne Extreme with just 2 outs here in the bottom second.
And that'll bring up Michaela Morehouse, who will also be in the extra hitter position.
Morehouse struggling on this season, 160 average hitter.
She'll be a senior at Torrington High School coming up this fall. And she will lift one to the shortstop, and it will be caught, and the third out as Johnny Aguilar makes the grab. And for the Extreme, well, they picked up a nice little set of runs here. 3 runs. We have them on a total of 3 hits and 1 error. So after 2, it's the Extreme 3 and Gering 1. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. Back to Converse 3 as the Cheyenne Extreme lead 3-1. It was a very long bottom of the second inning, but the Extreme came up with 3 runs again on 3 hits and an error by the Gering squad. So here in the top of the third inning, it'll be Jess Brown leading off. She had a base hit her first time up. She'll bound it over to short, on the way over to first, and 6-3 on your scorecard as Brown grounds out to Taylor Klein. Klein over to Galicia, and we have 1 away here in the top of the third inning. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The important thing, though, about that bottom second, though, especially for Coach Adam Galicia, again, you have the 2-run lead right now as we at least are in the top of the third.
Third baseman, Faith Smith at the plate. She'll foul it back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Smith, her first time, fly it out to center field. So she'll be at the dish for her second time. Allen working her third inning for the Cheyenne Extreme. This one is going to be popped up to second base and caught. So Lopez camps underneath it, makes the grab, and we got 2 down just like that. Destiny Gonzalez will head to the plate. Gonzalez, her first time, she drew a free pass. And she digs in. First pitch, that is low for a ball. And it's 1-0. 3-1 in favor of the Extreme in the first of a double dip here at Converse 3 this evening. Taking something off of that one and leaving it high. It's ball 2. And again, Allen again.
As we talked with Coach Galicia before the contest, again, they were looking at about a 75 at least time limit here in this game 1, and they might go the full at least hour and a half for game 2.
So Allen falls behind quickly to Gonzalez, 3-0. Again, Gonzalez drew a walk her first time up. Good eye at the plate. 3-0 pitch. That will catch the inside for a strike. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. That one misses just high, just a little above the lettering, and Gonzalez draws her second free pass. That'll bring up Talara Kinsey, the catcher, as she has to take off the gear.
And a slight threat right now for the Gering Logos. Again, runner on first, but 2 outs, though, for them here in the top of the third.
Allen with 2 out. Gonzalez at first. And this one will be foul, just foul. Good idea that time by Kinsey, going to the right side with it. And just over the head of Galicia, but foul. So 0-1 to Kinsey. Well, she took that pitch and went right with it down the right side. Unfortunately, it hooked foul. 0-1. Low for a ball. And the count is even with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning.
As right now I'm sitting outside of the at least a little box here. I feel a little, at least water droplets. It may be slightly raining as I look at least to the clouds, to the, I do believe, west of us.
That one right at the knees and a strike, and it's 1-2. So Allen would like to get out of this inning unscathed.
As we had about, I do believe, 20% chance of thunderstorms here in the afternoon. So.
Which means the 20% would be right here out at the airport, right?
Yeah.
Ball and 2 strikes and the pitch. Took something off of it. It's popped up into center field. And camping underneath it and making the grab for the Extreme is Kenzie Bolts. 3 away. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left. We move to the bottom of the third. Extreme 3, Logos 1 from Gering. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. Well, Nick Proietti, we are live from Converse 3 as the sun now again comes out with a little bit of overcast.
Again, I see at least one little cloud or at least potential rain cloud that could be a slight issue, but so far, again, just had a few rain droplets, and that's about it.
Well, especially at this time of the evening, and as we get a little, probably about another hour later, right field and the right side become very very hazardous with the sun going down.
Yeah.
So again, as this field will be looking into the sun from the right side. So with either team, sunglasses are good at times, but they're not the be-all, cure-all. And right now we're in that little stretch where the sun's trying to pop out, but that one little cloud that we have above right now is kind of keeping it nice where they're not having to shade their eyes over there.
Again, from what I can tell, it looks like we have at least good enough cloud cover that it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
So we're going to have Janie Adair leading off for the Cheyenne Extreme. We're back to the top of the lineup. She is one of 2 strikeout victims. And I see we got a pitching change. We'll get to that here in just a moment. And it looks like on the hill right now will be looks like it's going to be Faith Smith. So she will move into the pitcher spot. And the first pitch is low for a ball.
So early pitching change there for the Gering Logoz after what transpired there in the bottom of the second. Again, multiple times of bases loaded for the Extreme.
Adair tries to lay it down and fouls it off. And again, we got changes all around too here, as we see a different battery mate now for Gering. And that will be, it looks like, another Weesey. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit as that goes right into center field for Adair. And she will start off the 3rd inning on the right note for the Extreme. That'll bring up Kenzie Bolts, who grounded out to shortstop her first time. So a quick mound conference by the Logoz as they trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
But again, at least Extreme player on base right now on first with no outs here as they look to extend out this already at least, I'd say, decent-sized lead. Again, 2-run lead right now for the Cheyenne Extreme, up 3-1 here as we are in the bottom of the 3rd.
Had a good chance to add to it here. Again, you got your leadoff hitter on, and there's a lot of things you can do, especially on the running side. So let's see. Squaring around and pulling it back is Bolts, and stealing second easily is Adair.
Yeah, standing up still for her on that one. And again,
pitch was a ball.
In these games right now against Gering for the Cheyenne Extreme, pretty much tune-up games, so to speak, for their at least weekend road trip up to Rapid City.
That one is hit deep to center field. That's going to be out of here. That dog will hunt. And a home run for Kenzie Bolts. And touch them all time for the Extreme and a 2-run shot. So for Kenzie Bolts, she will extend the lead now to 5-1 for the Cheyenne Extreme. That was nice swing. And again, you saw the center fielder turn around and it was gone.
Pretty much just wave that thing bye-bye right there. You knew that was, again, going to exit this ballpark just the way it sounded coming off the bat for Kinsey. With that, at least home run, make it number 4 on the season. So with that, again, she's going to be at least the team leader right now for home runs.
So now catching is Liz Weesey. We want to mention that as she came in. As she took over for Kinsey. And again, they've made some changes around the infield, so we'll have to catch them here as we get things going. It will be Trista Stewine at the plate. She'll take it high for a ball. Excitement here in the 3rd inning after a Kenzie Bolts 2-run shot. That flew out of the ballpark. Right in left center. And it's 2-0 now to Stewine. 5-1 our score. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
As Extreme right now looking to do more damage here against Gering Logoz.
Stewine, she flew out to right field her first time, and she will take one on the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Try to grab some of these numbers over. It looks like Brown has moved over to third base. There's another drive to deep center field and tracking it down on the track. Nice job out in center field making the grab. And the last one we had out there in center field was Madeline Weesey. She will track it down and make the grab for the first out.
But it was allowed out there for the Cheyenne Extreme.
That went about 198.
Yeah. It almost went over her head. Almost could have been potential, at least extra bags there for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Brogan Allen will dig in now. One and 0. That is high for a ball, 2-0. So she got on. Back on her first at bat. She'll take it low, 3-0, being patient at the plate. I take it back. She popped up.
Yeah.
Popped up to second base, so she's 0 for 1.
And a chance here, or at least deciding factor of, do you allow the next pitch to go or just swing away?
That one, not even close.
Not even close. That'll be a walk.
So Allen will draw the free pass. You know, there's inside, there's outside, and there's like, watch out.
It's pretty much of how good are you at hurdling.
Taylor Klein will come to the plate. She walked her first time up. This one is going to be caught. Nice job by Brown coming in from her third base position to make the grab. And it will be 2 away. So 2 down, runner at first, and that'll bring up Kaylee Wilson. She singled her first time up. Got an RBI. 5-1 our score. Takes a strike. Bottom of the third inning with the Extreme leading here at Converse.
Runner on first for the Cheyenne Extreme.
That one is fouled, line foul, out of play. Again, as we saw her first at bat, same thing on her second at bat. Stepped in the bucket just a little too quick.
Again, that was a screamer outside, at least foul for her.
0-2 for Wilson. Leading the way is Allen at first base. That one is going to be in the dirt and gets away from Weesey. Liz Weesey, and trotting into second base, no problems, is Allen. So, again, another opportunity for the Extreme to get another run home.
Again, it looked like on that pitch that went wild there for Gering, a little low and inside.
This one is going to be just out of the reach of the shortstop, and it will be a base hit. Nice job, though, from Aguilar. She dived for it, couldn't get it, just fell in front of her. So Wilson's on the bag at first. Allen will move over to third, and we got 2 down. That'll bring up Ariana Galicia. Hit a little tapper back to first base, or to the pitcher. And the pitcher, with the indecision, looked at home, and then by the time she tried to go to 1, Galicia was already there with the speed.
It looks like we have discussion here between the at least head coach Gering and at least the lone umpire.
I think what the discussion might be would be either runner interference, or did she leave the bag too early? So, again, it's one or the other.
So right now you'll see the Logoz just come at least in the pitching mound right now to discuss as this discussion between the Gering head coach and the umpire.
You know, Nick, and again, I'm not going to stick up for the umpire here, but again, when you're a one-man crew, it's tough. It's a tough job to do. I've done the umpiring thing. I've been a part of 2-man crews, 3-man crews. The thing is, when you're on your own, you got to step out. You can't just sit back and watch. You got to come right out to watch everything that's going on. And I'll tell you what, sometimes you need about 5 other eyes.
And angles that you can't see when you're out there.
Wild pitch, and coming home will be Allen with another run for the Extreme. And moving over to second base is Wilson. Ball 1 to Galicia with 2 outs. So the lead is now extended to 6-1.
But again, there are positioning for that second, at least man crew, so to speak, when they're out in the field where you can see certain angles or at least get that kind of better look than just standing behind the plate.
Well,
so
the 2-man crew, he would be on, out there by second base, so he would be able to catch everything on the opposite side. That one will be down the line, just foul. Trying to go down to the left side. And just out of the reach of Brown and over the bag on the left side, foul. Nice idea there that time by Galicia. That one she could have ran for a while.
The count stands right now 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Ball and a strike. Another low in the dirt pitch.
So pitches right now getting a little wild, or at least getting away from the Logoz pitcher right now.
As Smith is coming in relief here. She was met by Kenzie Boltz's 2-run homer early in the inning, and it's now 3-1. So Galicia, 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Kaylee Wilson at second base, 3 already in here in the inning. And the pitch, that'll be high, ball 4. So Galicia draws the free pass. That'll bring up Jade Reinhardt. She walked her first time.
So again,
matter of fact, walked on 4 straight pitches.
Yeah, so Cheyenne Extreme right now with 2 outs, again threatening to score again, add to the already 5-run lead as they're up 6-1 here, bottom of the 3rd. Runners on second and first.
Reinhardt takes it low, ball 1. Galicia can fly at first base. Reinhardt hits it to third. Aguilar picks it up, fires over to first, and in time. Nice job by Aguilar. 6-3 on your scorecard, and that will be the 3rd out. So for the Extreme, they come up with another bunch, 3 of them, on a total of 3 hits. 2 runners left. We've completed 3. Cheyenne Extreme 6, and the Gering Logoz 1. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. The top of the 4th inning, pitching change for the Extreme. Jenny Adair will now come in and throw. She is their number 1 right-hander. So talk about trying to close the door on the Logoz. It's 6-1 here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, looking at stats for Adair, is again pulling that up right now. Looks like 24 innings pitched so far for the Cheyenne Extreme. Looking at win-loss record of 3-2. Strikeout-wise for her, it sits at 21 on the season.
We'll see pinch hitter, and that'll be Sarah Wiese checking in, as she will come in for Jada Schlotthauer.
Adair also, too, with ERA looking at a 6.61.
First pitch is a ball and low, 1-0. So Schlotthauer batting, Sarah Wiese batting for Jada Schlotthauer. Schlotthauer whiffed her first time up. That one is low at just under the knees. It's 2-0. 6-1 our score as we begin the top of the 4th inning. That one on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. Naughton still behind the dish.
They're
so
looking
the battery now is Adair and Naughton.
Yeah, Adair looking like she's tossing some heat right now.
Low in the dirt, 3-1. Again, Sarah Wiese coming in a pinch hitting role. Probably will stay in the contest. 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Strike 2 right down the gut. Oh, that one is kind of tough when it goes down Broadway. Again, you want to get on base any way you can. You're down by 5, but that's tough to lay off. This one will be bounded, picked up, and a little indecision there between Adair along with Naughton. Bad throw. And trying to get into second base, and she'll be gunned down. Nice job by the umpire. Again, being the one-man crew, he came all the way out near second base to make that call on the good throw. So
I saw the overthrow at first, and again, saw that she was getting flagged over to at least take second base, and just like that, 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
So it goes from an E1 to a 9-4 and an out that quick. So Weesey is scratched off for 1 out, and that'll bring up Macy Schlauer. She flied out to left field her first time out. Ball and a strike is that one low in the dirt and skips back to the screen. Schlauer batting from the left side. So again, Adair throws it away. Nice backup in right field for Stewine as she throws out Weesey, trying to stretch it into, trying to stretch that error into an extra bag.
As right now we're approaching the 1 hour at least time mark here for game number 1. Again, we will have game number 2 underway after this one wraps up between Cheyenne Extreme and the Gering Logos.
2 balls and 2 strikes, so the count even up with 1 out.
As we talked with Coach Galicia before this contest, in game number 1, they're trying to get everyone to look.
Leaning for that one and hits it to Allen, who will fire over to first, and you got 2 outs. Again, a lot of changes now. Galicia not at first base anymore, so we'll try to catch who's over at first.
And again, that was part of the game plan for Coach Galicia, again, getting everyone at least chance to bat here in this first game, but also to swapping out, or at least again finding those new looks on at least on the defensive side for the Extreme.
Jade Reinhardt at first now for the Extreme. So Allen to Reinhardt, 2 down, and that will bring to the plate Johnny Aguilar. Her first time up, she got a base hit, and then got wiped out on a double play. Swing and a miss quickly in the hole, 0-2. 6-1 our score, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning.
Cheyenne Extreme trying to at least get back on the winning side of things.
This one up the middle and a base hit. So Aguilar with her second hit and will camp out at first base. And we'll see yet another pinch hitter come in. This will be, looks like Hannah Splathauser. So Hannah Splathauser will come in.
So runner on first right now for the Logos, but again, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And again, raindrops a little bit falling again here at Converse.
So she will make her first appearance with 2 down. First pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. 2 down. Aguilar at first base for the Logos. 1-0 pitch, and that one is low in the dirt, 2-0. Game 2 will follow probably around 15-20 minutes after this one.
Give a chance teams to warm up again, stretch.
On the outside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. As both teams right now, just, getting everybody in some action. 2-1 pitch right back to the box, and Adair fires over to Reinhardt. 1-3, and the inning is over. So for the Logos, no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cheyenne Extreme 6, and the Gering Logos 1. Back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. To Converse 3 I'm not sure what's going on now as the coach. Has he wrapped things up?
I think the game might have been called after that one. It looks like it because a lot of extreme players are now exiting out of that dugout, so it looks like that might be end of game number 1 here early on, again with the 5-run lead.
So after 4 innings of play.
Is that on Facebook or YouTube?
So after the game, now we called the game here? This one's called?
Yeah, that's the first game.
Okay, and what are we looking at start time?
Probably about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. So
what we'll do is we'll have post-game and pre-game show with Adam Galicia as well. So, again, as we now can say that this one, game number 1, is in the books.
In the books is the extreme win.
Basically, it seems like Gering just kind of called mercy after that one. Cheyenne Extreme back on the winning track, again, at least coming off 5-1 this past weekend, losing that championship game. So, again, now 1-0, looking to get the doubleheader sweep against Gering, as, again, they're looking for some positive momentum heading up this weekend to Rapid City, as they'll be a part of that tournament, or at least pool play on Saturday, and then eventually tournament time on Sunday up there in South Dakota.
Well, we were looking at about an hour and 15-minute time limit.
Yeah.
They decided to make it an hour. And again, you'd figure with the Logoz they'd want to get at least one more bat, but they decided not to go that route. So the final score here from Converse 3, Game 1, it was the Extreme winning by the count of 6-1. In Game 1. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout, and we'll be right back after this here on 1480 KRAE.
If you're looking for fun and adventure, Kia of Cheyenne is the place to start, and the 2019 Kia Sorento will help you find it. I'm AJ Miller, and the 2019 Kia Sorento will give you what you need to make things happen. This vehicle has plenty of power, all-season traction, safety features, technology, and comfort for any road you're on. Kia Sorento offers plenty of standard features for the money, and we're all about saving you money. Come in, call 775-0123, or go to KiaofCheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
College. It's filled with classrooms, instructors, and exams. But beyond that, it's filled with curiosity, budding friendships, insightful conversations, and so many opportunities. There will be people like you, and you, and you. You'll work, you'll play, you'll struggle, and you'll succeed. But when you allow yourself to pursue your dreams, you'll learn what you're truly made of.
Double dip here against the Gering Logoz, and Coach Adam Galicia joins us on our postgame / pregame as we get ready for Game 2. Coach, Brogan Allen, you got 3 innings of work out of her. Got a little, I guess, tough for her in the get-go, but kind of settled down. Got good defense behind her, and then again, the bats came alive, and again, you showed patience at the plate as well too, and she settled in.
Yeah, that's what we kind of talked to her. You know, we knew it was going to be the first couple innings, just her getting back in the groove. I thought she really settled in that 3rd inning. She just looked really comfortable out there. You know, we're going to need a lot of innings out of her this coming weekend. Bats were a little slow. We were chasing some high pitches early, but the girls finally settled in. And we got some little bit of small ball going on, and started moving some girls around to get some runs on.
And also, too, you have to look at the big blast from Kenzie Bolts. Again, when you hit one here And again, 200 feet is 200 feet, but she hit that one right in the power alley and knocked it out of here. Again, those are kind of things too that will liven up the bench as well.
Oh yeah. They get you excited, get the girls rolling. They run out here, congratulate her, but it just gives them all a little juice to have some better at bats.
What did you think about the defense? I think of the one play, especially out in right field on the backup on the bathroom from Ada Stewine as she threw it into second base. That's heads-up baseball. Again, you can teach a lot of that, but this is what the game's all about. You got to be thinking all the time, and in that situation, she knew that she knew to at least back up in right field. The throw came there, and boom, she fired a rocket to second.
Yeah, it was kind of a good situation too. Her being a catcher, one thing we teach our catchers is throw down off our knees, and she kind of was behind the plate in right field. Just kind of took it off her knees and threw it to first.
When you look back on game one, and again too, you had everybody at bat, that dressed tonight. What did you look for in game one more than anything besides the W?
I'm just kind of, it's one thing I've noticed in our middle of the game weeks is who's actually ready to play, who's here to play. This is new to us playing a lot of these midweek games, and so it's different. Sometimes the girls aren't resting at night, so you can tell who actually got their rest, drinking water, came ready to play. And we're looking to see who's excited, get out there and produce. And I think as a team overall we were a little slow just getting started, but. I think we'll see it settle in. I'm looking for a lot of offenses this particular game. Expecting the bats to be going, and we'll see what happens there.
And we take nothing away from the win. Win is a great thing. You want to see a lot of looks in that first game. Game two is when you really put the game hats on.
Yeah, we'll have our number one defense out there, and a couple different players in the outfield, but for the most part, infield will be our number one defense in the infield. We're going to be looking for a shutout here. Ariana's, she does get a lot of strikeouts, but she's pretty much a ground ball pitcher. So it's going to give our defense a lot of opportunities.
And one last thing, and Nick asked this question too, because I think back to the softball, I think back to the baseball days. Is there a 10-run rule in Fastpitch?
So what we do here, normally there's a 10-8-6 like USSSA. We're going to go modified like USA softball. We'll go 12-10-8, 3-4-5. So so in the fifth inning, if we're up by 8, they'll call the game, or in the third inning, if we're up by 12, they'll call the game.
And again, when you get in that situation too, I know it's nice that your team is knocking the snot out of the ball and everything's going well for you, but also too, you try to show class to the other side. You don't try to run up the score either.
Yeah, and we want to keep these teams coming in too, and if we're having a great game, we want to play as many innings as we can, honestly. So we're sportsmanship, but we want to keep these teams excited about coming back to Cheyenne.
6-1 the final score. Adam Gleason join us on our postgame show. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back here to Converse 3 right after these words on 1480 KRAE. score of Game 1 was the Extreme winning by the count of 6-1. And as we get ready for Game 2, waiting the lineups coming up over from the Logoz. We are all ready to go with the Cheyenne Extreme.
Again, we know that lineups are going to at least change here between Game 1 and Game 2. Personnel going to get swapped out for the doubleheader. But the key thing going back to that, at least victory for Cheyenne Extreme, again, back on the winning track. Again, one-game winning streak here. Again, they are now 15-6 on the season with that victory. So, again, looking for the doubleheader sweep against Gering Logoz. And, again, this is last contest here at home for this season for the Cheyenne Extreme before they head up to Rapid City. They will, again, at least a weekend after that, Loveland. Weekend after that will be the Wyoming State Tournament happening out in Laramie, Wyoming. So at least, again, a little home cooking, as they've had a lot of it this season. And in years past, we've kind of talked about how they haven't had this opportunity to play at Converse, at least softball complex. So what a big way to, again, kind of finalize their time here in 2020 of what has been an interesting year, an interesting season for everyone, including the Extreme, to cap off at least the 2 victories, or at least get the doubleheader sweep here against the Gering Logoz.
Well, the place to play softball this year is right here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and in Wyoming in general. Hey, the final line score in Game 1 for the winning Extreme 18 and under, they went 6 runs on 6 hits in that contest. The big blast, a 2-run homer by Kenzie Bolts.
And that was huge.
And that was in the 3rd inning. The winning pitcher will be Brogan Allen. She tossed 3 innings for the Cheyenne Extreme. Adair came in relief. For the Gering Logoz, they were a run on 3 hits. 2 of those hits by Gianni Aguilar. So she had a 2-for-2 night against the Cheyenne Extreme in Game 1. So again, line score 6 runs, 6 hits for Cheyenne Extreme, and for the Logoz run on 3 hits. They got that run in the 1st inning, and that's when Brogan Allen was a little off. She hit the first batter, who eventually came around to score, and they drew, I think, threw a couple of walks and gave up a base hit in there too.
Yeah, again, that top first there for her, and again the Extreme. Again, it was a struggle. It was again trying to find that rhythm. Again for her, she's only had 2 innings at least here in the 20-game schedule so far for the Cheyenne Extreme. Only 2 innings pitched. So again, still getting that rhythm. So it's still getting into that kind of motion and fluidness. So either way, though, she settled down, got at least found positioning, got those strikes in, and eventually, as we at least alluded to, Extreme come away with a 5-run victory against 6-1. So again, get the victory and looking for at least a sweep here against the Logoz here in town.
So Game 2 will be forthcoming in just a little bit.
Again, they said about 10-15. So
well, and again, I'm waiting on lineups for for Gering. And if we can get those lineups in play here, that would be greatly appreciated. So let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back, hopefully, with the start of Game 2 in just a bit right here on 1480 KRAE. Game number 2, as the Extreme will play host again to the Gering Logos. Again, 6-1 in the opening contest. Let's give you the starting lineups for the Cheyenne Extreme, and then we'll follow up with the Gering Logos as we just got their lineup. In game 2, it'll be Janie Adair leading off. She'll be the extra hitter. Kenzie Bolts will play second base here and bat second. Batting third will be Trista Stewine. She will be behind the dish, as Coach Galicia mentioned. Again, she's a catcher as well, and she showed that rocket arm out there in right field on that nice throw after the error to drill out one of the Logos. It'll be Brogan Allen. She'll be at third base. Batting fourth. Batting fifth will be Taylor Klein at shortstop. Kaylee Wilson will move to center field. It will be Ariana Galicia. Towing the rubber for the Extreme, Jade Reinhardt will be at first base. Alexis Knott will do the extra hitting. Brittany Lopez also will be your extra hitter. Jordan Wright will bat in the 11th spot. She will be in right field, and batting 12th will be Michaela Morehouse. She will be in left field. And again, Adam Galicia going right down the list and batting everybody for the Extreme. Take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the Gering Logos lineup after this here in 1480 KRAE. It's underway. Madeline Weesey leading off. She will be playing. She'll be the pitcher for game 2. She pops up to first on the first pitch. Bunt laid down by Jess Brown, and she will beat it out for a base hit. Nice bunt down the right side, and Reinhardt couldn't pick it up. And on the sack right away is Jess Brown, so she will be on with 1 out. That'll bring up Faith Smith, who will be at third base.
And that bunt had a lot of the Cheyenne Extreme fooled on that play, so just like that, 1 out, and you got a runner on first.
Strike on the outside. 0-1. Destiny Gonzalez will follow. She'll be at first base. Hannah Splathauser will be the catcher in this contest. Jada Schlotthauer will be in center field. Right field will be patrolled by Macy Schlotthauer, and it'll be Gianni Aguilar again at shortstop and Sarah Weesey in left field. That is your starting lineup for the Gering Logos. Pitch was called a strike, a ball, and 2 strikes now on Faith Smith. Throw down to first, not in time as Brown gets back. 1 down, 1 on. Fouled right back near us. If there was not a screen, we would have caught it.
Or at least it kind of plunked you in the face on that one.
No, you can't do any more damage to this face. It's damaged enough. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Battery is Galicia and Stewine. And line drive right back up the box. Nice job by Galicia. And again, too, they wear the protective face gear, and that one came right back. And again,
the impulse for Galicia on that play was the duck, but again, held out the glove straight up. Found that at least it was headed straight forward, and just like that, 2 outs.
So 2 down on the line outs.
Again, just a few inches just above that, at least.
It was like a
glove.
snow cone. Yeah.
Well, again, just above that, at least glove. Again, that would have been a base hit.
Destiny Gonzalez will be the batter. She'll take a strike. But also, too, again, whether it's fast pitch, whether it's slow pitch, baseball, anything that's hit right back up the middle, boy, I'll tell you what, you sometimes you just close your eyes and the ball will end up in your glove. Ball's outside for ball, 1-0. 1-1 with 2 outs. Again, Brown at first base. Galicia lefty as the southpaw misses outside, and it's 2-1. So for Galicia, she focuses. She's a quick worker. Took something off of that, strike 2. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the first inning.
And obviously, again, compared to what we saw with Allen in game 1, obviously for Gering, at least changing up that timing.
And again, riser, and that will be strike 3 as the Logos go down. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left. We move to the bottom of the first inning with the Extreme coming to bat. No score. We're back after the 60-second timeout of 1480 KRAE. For the Gering Logos in Game 2 will be Madeline Weesey, and it will be in the catcher's position, Hannah Spothauser, as we are ready to get going here with Jenny Adair coming up for the Cheyenne Extreme here in the bottom of the first inning. And again, no score. Adair in Game 1, she went 1 for 2, struck out and had a base hit. So hitting .500 thus far in the double dip. Well, I'll tell you one thing, though. When we saw Galicia throw, she don't take any time out there. You remember?
Yeah, it's
talk about those clocks that they want to set up for the major leagues. She gets the ball, she's ready to fire.
Take about a 5-second at least breather in between those. Adair, again, as we mentioned, .395 average so far, 15 hits on the season, 1 home run, sits with 6 RBIs as well too at this point.
Kenzie Bolt's on deck.
She does also too lead the team, it looks like, with 11 walks on the season.
Weesey is also a southpaw, and she fires a rocket in for a strike. So it's 0-1. Bolts, DeWine, your first 3 hitters for the Extreme in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, Weesey's got some heat.
Yeah. Just blowing that right down center right there, just daring her to hit it.
Adair batting from the left side. So lefty versus lefty. 0-2 pitch. And that one high. And she'll swing and miss again. Kind of rose a little bit on the fastball, and it's 3 quick pitches and 1 out. Bolts went 1 for 2 in Game 1. The key blast was a home run over left center. Was a 2-run shot.
And again, that was an instant blast. It was just watch that thing sail to, again, straightaway center. But as we have alluded to, again, the whole fencing is 200 feet away.
So Bolts will step in. Again, Cheyenne Central product. As she will dig in, Weesey fires. That one will be low for a ball.
Cheyenne Central product. Again, last time we saw her in athletic sense was on the court with, again, Cheyenne Central Lady Indian basketball.
We were listening to them.
Yeah.
Chris Bolton was there calling the game at the Swede. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball on a strike.
Under the direction of head coach Glenn Kirkbride there with the Cheyenne Central Lady Indians.
It's like, who would have known, and what would have been the final outcome?
Yeah.
Just outside, just missing, and it's 2-1.
All we know from back in March when everything shut down was Central was the only team that got a victory that state tournament weekend.
They had moved on at least into the semis. 2-1 pitch, and that one is outside and low, 3-1. Stewine to follow. Brogan Allen will bat in the cleanup spot.
And actually the ump is going to refer to it as it's 2-2.
And that'll be ball 3. So again, I missed a strike. Must change it because it looked like he called that a ball when it was outside.
Yeah, so they're going to say full count now.
Full boat. One down. 3-2 pitch. Line drive up the middle. That'll bounce off Weesey. Throw over to first. Nice job by Bolts to get down to first. That was a shot off Weesey, and picking it up at second base was Brown. Didn't hesitate, went right over to first and almost got Bolts. That was a good job by Brown on the backup.
Weesey took that right straight to the hip, and it looks like she'll be fine. But again, that was a liner straight up the gut, and again hit her right on, it looked like the left thigh.
That would have been, if Brown could have pulled that off, that would have been a 1-4-3. So we'll give that a base hit on that line shot by Bolts while she's swinging a good bat here the last couple of times up. She's going to take off for second base. Weesey didn't realize that the throw was going down to second and knocked it down.
It looked like the throw, though, again,
was
as
off.
Weesey, moved over. Again, that softball was headed her way. So it looked like the throw 2 second was a little off, though.
Stewine will take a ball, and it's 1-0. That is outside, and it's 2-0. So Bolts second base, one out, bottom of the first inning, no score. As the Extreme looking for the double dip sweep.
Looking for some momentum heading up to Rapid City, a part of that tournament coming up this weekend.
Stewine digs in, takes it low, ball 3. So again, a lot of options here for Adam Glisa. Do you give her the green light?
That
first and foremost.
Saturday and Sunday again. It will be pool play Saturday, tournament time on Sunday for the Cheyenne Extreme up there in Rapid City, South Dakota. Games that we will be at for 1480 KRAE as well.
3-0 pitch. That will catch the outside corner for a strike, and it's 3-1.
3-1 with one out here in the bottom of the first with a runner on second for the Extreme.
We see rocks and fires, and that'll be fouled off the screen. The count is now full at 3-2. We see in game 1 played center field for the Logoz as she on the hill here in game 2. I guess we call it a flat hill, huh? 3-2 pitch, that is way outside. And Stewine will draw the BB. So, runners at first and second, one out. Brogan Allen will come up.
Yeah, right now the pitcher's mound, it's not really a mound. It almost looks like a little divot out there of how much, again, with the foot placement, it kicked out of the dirt.
Allen went 0 for 1 in the game 1 with a walk. Swing and a miss. Whoa, that was right down the pipe. Allen had a good cut at it and couldn't come away with anything. Good news is that air felt good back here.
Yeah. And Allen, your starting pitcher in game number 1 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, she got the win. A little relief help from Adair. Ball 1 outside. Nice stop by Splathausen. Throw down to third base again. A little dinking and dunking by the Cheyenne Extreme, and a base taken by Kenzie Bolts. That allows Stewine to move up to second base.
That can advance as a runner, so again, both in scoring position, third and second right now.
You can catch them napping, and again, I've seen that a lot, especially in the fast pitch. Strike two, good pitch.
As Allen was swinging for the fences, and rightfully so. Again, she has 3 home runs on the at least on the shortened season for the Cheyenne Extreme. Again, just trailing at least Kenzie Bolts, who picked up 4 in game number 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen bounds it, and it'll sneak in to center field, right center for a base hit, and that'll drive home too, just under the glove of Brown for the base hit. So Allen brings home the game's first 2 runs, and the Extreme again bought themselves those 2 runs there on that little dink and dunk running again, where they caught the Logoz asleep and throwing the ball back to the pitcher.
Plain and simple, that's just heads-up play there by those players of the Cheyenne Extreme. And again, it paid off in big ways with a 2-0 lead now.
Taylor Klein will come to the bat. She will get a base hit into left field. That went right in between third, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming around will be Allen to score, and trying to get into third base. She will be safe as the ball is dropped, so Klein will go to third. It will be technically a base hit and a 2-base error. So Allen will score, will give Klein a base hit, and an E on the left fielder for letting it go all the way to the fence. That would be Sarah Weesey.
And Allen
scores 3-0.
Yeah, Allen getting at least the go-ahead and 3-run lead now.
Kaylee Wilson at the dish as she will take a strike. A nice pitch. Wilson in game 1, she was perfect, 2 for 2. Runner at third with 1 out. That is outside for a ball. Ball and a strike. 3-0 our score.
As we are in the bottom of the first and also 2 in this half inning. Only 1 out so far here for the Cheyenne Extreme.
So getting to Madeline Weesey early are the Extreme. Nice pitch again. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. So again, Wilson 2 for 2 on the night thus far in game 1. Here's the 1-2 offering. That is outside. Again, trying to work the corner. And a little low. 2-2.
Trying to catch her vision on the outside. You wonder if they're going to come back in with a little inside.
Bolt, Stewine, Allen have crossed the plate. Waiting at third base is Taylor Klein for the game's 4th run. If some contact can be made here, at least from Wilson or the on-deck hitter, Ariana Galicia.
Well, Wilson got a little contact there, kept alive with a foul.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third. Bottom of the first inning here at Converse 3. Dimensions 200 all around the field. This one will be hit to right field. That should bring home the run. Nice throw. And sliding in with the game's 4th run on the sack as Wilson will sacrifice the game's 4th run as Klein scores, and there are 2 outs.
Just a simple sacrifice there for, again, a run in. 4-0 lead here for the Cheyenne Extreme, still in the bottom first, but now 2 outs.
Good throw from right fielder Macy Schlotthauer as she almost, she made it interesting at home. So Galicia at the plate with 2 down. She'll foul it off to the left side, and it's 0-1. Galicia will be followed by Jade Reinhardt, the first baseman. 4-0 our score as the Extreme have put together 3 hits in the inning. 0-1 pitch, and Galicia will send it up the middle for a base hit. So Galicia, the 4th hit in the inning for the Extreme.
Just a nice liner straight up the gut there.
Game 1, she was 1 for 1 with a walk, so she's still perfect on the evening. Reinhardt will be at the plate. 2 down. Reinhardt 0 for 1 with a walk in game 1. Whoa. That one inside and high.
Little sweet chin music action on that one.
1-0.
Jade, a big body out there again, a big hitter for the Extreme. Again, can knock that ball out of the park.
1-0 offering from Weesey. That one is a strike. Galicia holding up at first base right now.
And we know Ariana can. She's got will. She can take off at least any point in time.
Reinhardt will be attending UW this fall. Congratulations on graduating at Torrington this year. Strike 2 call. Nice pitch by Weesey. Reinhardt finds herself in a hole now, 1-2.
We had a chance to talk with Jade on Wyoming Sports Talk today. Again, yes, we'll attend UW, but not continuing on the softball career. So after this season, it will unfortunately end for her.
1-2 pitch just missing, and it's 2-2. Second year for her on the 18 and under team. As 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Galicia at first base. And Reinhardt swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big inning for the Extreme. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 runner left after 1. Cheyenne Extreme 4, Gering Logoz nothing. We're back after the 60-second timeout of 1480 KRAE. You are listening to Cheyenne Extreme Fast Pitch right here on 1480 KRAE Cheyenne. Larry Proietti, Nick Proietti, live from Converse 3.
And apparently we're not the only action in town, as it looks like Cheyenne Post 6 over at Powers Field. They're taking on Scotts Bluff, or at least hosting Scotts Bluff. Right now, top of the first, Scotts Bluff has the 2-0 lead over Cheyenne Post 6.
Hannah Splathauser will bat. She is a catcher. She takes strike 1 on the outside. Again, on the corner, just missing by Galicia. It's a ball and a strike. 4 runs in the first inning for the Extreme, as they have an early lead here in Game 2. They won Game 1 6-1. Oh, you want to talk about taking something off of that, and
that was filthy.
Splathauser was way in front of that, 1-2.
Almost kind of spun herself into the ground with that one.
Well, that'll set up the fastball now.
Yeah.
And this one will be fouled back and out of play. It's 1-2.
We'll clean off one of the overhangs here at Converse in the softball complex.
So ball and 2 strikes. Steve Wine looks over to Adam Galicia for the sign, and the pitch just missing above the letters. It's 2-2.
It still looks like she's keeping at least towards that outside corner.
2-2 pitch. That'll be fouled off to the right side and out of play. Count still even at 2-2. It'll be Splathauser along with Schlotthauer, and that'll be Jada along with Macy Schlotthauer coming up here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Kept it outside. She reached for it and couldn't come away with it. So on the K swinging, it's 1 down.
Look at the stats for Ariana on that one. Again, one of the top pitchers for the Cheyenne Extreme right now, or at least with that one. It looks like make that number 47 strikeouts on the season again, as it is now 21 games here for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Jada Schlotthauer will come up. She was 0 for 1 in her only plate appearance. She bats from the left side.
Do want to mention with Galicia on the season as well, too. 6-3 overall. Right now looking at about 43 innings pitched.
That one, nice pitch, a little bit of a curveball in for a strike, 0-1. Again, Galicia also a port sider as well.
Ariana also, too, sporting a 4.23 ERA on the season.
Another curveball, again, swing and a miss. And again, just like on baseball, when you got a left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, you're going to give them nothing but curveballs. Going to try to keep it outside. Stewine lines up on the outside. That one will be just tapped foul by Schlotthauer.
Almost a line drive right at manager Adam Galicia on that side.
Again, kind of just trying to stay alive there, again, as they're working her outside. Stewine now will set up again outside. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. And off the netting, 0-2. So quickly ahead, Galicia facing the lefty. 0-2 pitch, and there's that curveball again. Little tap in and out of the glove of Allen. And Allen kind of, I don't want to say it was lackadaisical on it, but it was like she was there and just forgot to close the glove.
Kind of almost a play of, thought it was a little simpler than what it was, kind of overlooked it, again dropped it, and just like that, now you have a runner on first for Gering.
That's a good old-fashioned error. Macy Schlotthauer will come up to the plate. She will also bat from the left side with one out. First pitch is in for a strike. Wow, that was just one right there. And again, that would just popped right out of the glove.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch. That will be tapped foul. And to the left side, so it's 0-2. Johnny Aguilar will come up. She was 2 for 2 in the first game, so she is waiting on deck. Runner at first, one out. 0-2 pitch on the way by Galicia. That one curveball high, and it'll be a ball.
So count stands right now at 1-2 with one out here. Top of the second inning.
1-2 offering from Galicia. That one just getting a piece of it, fouling it back is Macy Schlotthauer. So Galicia, again, has got decent velocity, more of a junk ball pitcher for her spins, curve, screw, drop, change up, so she's got a good arsenal. That one, nice little curve. That one did not hit the corner, so it'll be just outside, and it's 2-2.
A battle here between these two.
Took something off of that, and again, missing outside.
And again, there is a noticeable difference on those velocities for Ariana on those pitches.
Count is full, 3-2 pitch. Popped up foul, out of play. And we'll do it again. So Jada Schlotthauer at first. She arrived via an error by Allen at third base. Galicia right now, 3-2 on Macy Schlotthauer. And ball 4.
Just like that with one out, and now you have runners at first and second for the Logos as they're trying to chip away at the Extremes 4-0 lead.
Jenny Aguilar, again, she was 2 for 2 in game one. The shortstop will dig in against Galicia. Trailing right now 4-0. She'll lay it down. Galicia's first play over to first, and nice dig. Out and to the plate. And in time is Schlotthauer. She will come all the way around from second base. Galicia was wanting to go to third, then she spun around and went back to first and got the out. So covering and making a nice stopover at second base was Kenzie Bolts. So Bolts on the 1-4 will get Aguilar. But again, good heads-up running by Jada Schlotthauer, and she comes all the way around from second to score, and moving to third is her sister Macy. So with 2 outs, chance for another run to come across, and it'll be Sarah Weesey, the left fielder.
And you saw a slight hesitation there by Ariana on that play is what we saw in game number 1. Again, that hesitation of not knowing where at least players were on the at least on the bases.
That one is tapped foul, and it'll be a ball and a strike to Sarah Weesey with 2 down.
Still a 3-run lead here for Cheyenne Extreme here on the top of the second.
1-1 pitch. Ooh, took something off that. Strike 3. Okay, so I missed the first one. So Weesey is a K victim. 3 down. And for the Logoz, they came up with a run, no hits, and an error, and 1 runner left. After 1.5, it's the Extreme 4. And the Logoz won. We're back after the 60-second timeout of 1480 KRAE. Off for the Cheyenne Extreme here in inning number 2 will be Alexis Naughton. She did the catching in game 1. She will be the extra hitter here in game 2. She was 0 for 1 in the first contest with the strikeout. Weesey, Madeline Weesey on the hill, the lefty, rocks back, fires, swing and a miss.
Extreme in this half inning looking to at least earn back that run that they lost there. At least they're in the top of the second.
Naughton, Lopez, Wright, and Morehouse. Hopefully to come up. Morehouse will be the 4th batter this inning. Naughton again chases one, and that's up a little high for her, 0-2.
As again, she looks back to Coach Galicia, basically what he just mentioned of saying, hey, it's a little too high.
0-2, and Weesey throws it up high. Thought she would go after again, and will lay off it for a ball, 1-2.
Again, not a bad pitch there on 0-2 count, again, as she's already chased them. Challenger once again.
Ball and 2 strikes. Naughton leading off here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch just outside.
Try to paint that out at least as a strike. Ump was having no part of it.
Kind of hard to frame that one, too, because your momentum was carrying you outside as well, too, on the catching side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And again, that'll miss outside, 3-2. So Naughton, after falling in the hole 0-2, has now worked the count full, 3-2.
Again, a great effort here by Naughton. Get back into at least a hitter-friendly count.
3-2 pitch, and that one will be fouled back this way. Off the screen. So we have some metal and we have rope. Okay, I was just looking at the top, the upper part. They've chained it, chain link. And you got this.
Yeah, you could hear some of the metal when it clings off of it up top.
So 3-2 to Alexis Naughton. And again, she'll foul it off the screen to the right, and we'll do it all over again. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
But how about this battle by Naughton, as we alluded to, 0-2. Now fought back 3-2 and fouled off the previous 2 pitches.
Well, you figured this is a 7-pitch at bat thus far. 3-2 offering again by Weesey. And that'll be outside and low, ball 4. So good at bat there for Alexis Naughton, as she will draw the bases on ball. And that will bring up Brittany Lopez. Brittany Lopez doing the extra hitting this game. She only was up 1 time in game 1, had a base hit. Was playing second base for the Extreme in the first contest. Lopez looks at a ball. We see all of a sudden having some problems with the strike zone now.
Mentioned in game 1, we'll mention here in the at least game 2 of the doubleheader if folks did not tune in. Again, with Brittany Lopez, again committing to NJC, part of Region 9 athletics for softball down there in Sterling.
Lady Plainsman. Not Laramie, but the NJC.
Yeah, as I say, we'll have to talk to interim AD out at LCCC to see if we can get softball at Laramie County Community College here.
Well, that sure would be nice now that we have it for the high school side. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss as she was looking right down Broad Street for that one and didn't come away with anything. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, looking forward to it next year. South, Central, and East all having high school softball. Fast pitch. 3 balls and a strike.
Had a chance yesterday to talk with new South Lady Fighting Bison head coach of the softball side, that being Curtis Quigley.
He's pretty amped up about it.
He's also, too, going to be a very busy man as he's focused on wrestling,
he's doing
football.
A lot of sports, yeah. 3-1 pitch and ball 4. So back-to-back freebies. And runners at first and second with nobody out. Jordan Wright will come to the plate. Wright, in her only plate appearance, as she was the extra hitter in game 1, she drew a walk. And speaking of which, Adam Galicia, he has been named the head coach at Cheyenne East.
And for Cheyenne Central, Carrie Barker will be at least a representative for the Lady Indians. We will talk with her on Thursday's program on Wyoming Sports Talk Today here on 1480 KRAE.
First pitch in for a strike, as we see now has runners at first and second with nobody out. Again, squaring around, pulling it back is Wright. Ball and a strike.
And again, as right now, pitches becoming a little erratic right now.
So the Extreme runners at first and second, both free passes.
Right on the season with 5 RBIs, looking to add to that total.
And she will take a call, strike 2.
13 hits so far here in the 21-game season with 4 doubles.
Right now, a base hit would bring in at least Naughton. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out.
And just pulled back through some of that heat, and there it is, first out of this half inning.
Madeline Weesey rocking back and just getting the out when she needed it. And that'll bring up Michaela Morehouse. Morehouse popped up to shortstop in her lone plate appearance in game 1. Morehouse squares around and lays it down. A nice bunt. Quickly down to first, and the throw is low. And not scooped up by Brown, so we'll give Morehouse a base hit. That was going to be bang-bang at first base, so nice bunt. I mean, Morehouse dropped that right in front, right in between the pitcher and the catcher. So she will go to first, and the bags are loaded.
Do want to mention, again, happening just about a few feet away from us, or at least just across the street, over at Powersfield. Cheyenne Post 6 taking on Scotts Bluff. Sixers right now lead 5-2, bottom of the first.
That'll bring up Adair. And she was a strikeout victim her first time.
Speaking of Post 6, we will at least talk with manager Ty Lay and also to a player coming up tomorrow on Wyoming Sports Talk Today. Talk about the big weekend that they had.
1 ball. I call that a strike. So it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, and the bases are loaded. On deck will be Kenzie Bolts for the Extreme. Here's the 1-1 offering. That is low, 2-1. There's nowhere to go for Weesey. She's going to have to fire strikes here. Bags are full of 1,800 Lady Extremers.
Basically fire heat at them and just challenge.
2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3. So, again,
you get a little groan from the Gering faithful on that one. And again, that is that kind of – felt like that call could have gone either way.
It was inside. You know, again, not being a homer on that one, you could just see that it was inside. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. She had a green light and misses. Again, you look back when Weesey faced her the first time, I mean, 3 pitches and whiffed her.
So making a full count now with 1 out.
Lefty on lefty here with 1 out. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one is popped up in that sun, and it'll be an infield fly. And 2 outs.
That sun that you alluded to, which again is low in the horizon.
So 2 down. Kenzie Bolts now will try to keep it alive.
And we saw what happened in game number 1, so obviously Gering going to probably be a little cautious with Kenzie here.
Bolts got a base hit her first time. That one's going to go into right field and into the corner. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are in. Bolts round second. She's on her way to third. She's going to clear the bags with a stand-up triple. Kenzie Bolts with a 3-bagger and 3 runs in.
And just like that, make it 7-1 advantage for Cheyenne Extreme here, bottom of the second inning.
She sent that one into the right field corner and was off to the races. So Bolts with a triple, and the Extreme extend their lead now to 7-1.
And first pitch and just a big-time hit for Kinsey on that one. Clears the entire base. Is now a 6-run lead.
And again, you don't have to pull everything. She went with the pitch and took it right down the right field line. That'll bring up Steetwine, who walked her first time. Extreme leads 7-1. 3 RBIs for Kenzie Bolts. And you tack on the 2 that she had in game 1. 5 RBIs so far on the night. That one will be a called strike. Nice pitch by Weesey. You can hear a little breeze.
There's the wind now picking up here.
At least it's not raining. And that sun, as I mentioned, now on the right side.
Mm-hmm. Extreme looking for the doubleheader sweep here against the Gering Logoz.
That'll be high.
And they're well on pace right now to pick up the 2 victories here today.
So Steetwine looking at a 1-2 count. You don't want to look back, too, on when Adair popped up and the second base. That was basically ruled infield fly rule, so she was automatically out. It was just a matter of runners advancing on their own. There's a fly ball. That one is going to be in the gap, and it's out of here. So Steetwine drills a home run. As again, you were looking at both the outfielders; they were charging towards the baseball, towards the softball, and it goes out of the park. So Steetwine clears the sacks. Bolts will come in ahead of her. And it's another 2 more runs on the board for the Extreme. That'll make the score now 9-1, and that will bring up Brogan Allen. Allen with a base hit her first time she scored.
As that ball just carried it as, again, just looked like it was not going to drop, and just like that,
it didn't sound like it was going to be a homer off the bat. And again, it kept drifting in the outfield. And again, you saw both outfielders go after it, and then all of a sudden they just looked far away. Base hit into right field for Allen. She's 2 for 2. As she again hit that one off the fist and got the base hit. So
she also
for Allen,
ran in at least a collision there as she was trying
with
to advance.
Gonzalez at first base and knocked her shoe off. And again, like I said, I've been on this field many a time, Nick. Right now, the sun, especially if you go to the right side, it's tough. So if you're a fielder at second base, first, and right field, it's tough right now.
And none of them have eye black. Nothing, it doesn't look like any sunglasses out there. So, yeah, it's pretty much you're fighting that sun and kind of putting your glove out there and praying that ball lands there.
Well, the first thing you're taught basically is, you put your glove over your eyes. So to cordon off the sun. But, yeah, I'm surprised there is no sunglasses, eye black being worn. Again, it's not as bad as it will be here probably within the next 15, 20 minutes. Taylor Klein will step in and takes it just inside for a ball. It's 1-0.
She was not happy with that pitch. Thought that should have been called a strike.
We see, again, has an argument. Again, Klein crowds the plate. That one is low, and it gets away, and scampering off to second base is Allen. So 2-0 as we Klein.
As we talk post-game, pre-game with Coach Adam Calisi. Again, we're at that point where right now 8-run lead for Cheyenne Extreme can be called early at a point in time during this contest.
Kaylee Wilson on deck. Popped up. Aguilar underneath makes the grab. And 3 away. So, for the Extreme, they come up with 4 runs on 3 hits. They extend their lead. Check that. They came up with 5 runs on 3 hits, and they extend their lead to 9-1 after 2 innings of play. You're listening to Extreme softball action on 1480 KRAE Cheyenne. We're back after the 60-second timeout. Lucy will check in. She popped up to first base her first time up, and this one is skied in the infield. And camping underneath it and making the grab for the Cheyenne Extreme is Taylor Klein. And there is one down, one pitch, one out. Back to the Extreme inning. Nick, they went 5 runs on 4 hits. I had them down for 3, but 5 runs, 4 hits.
Well, and what at least led to a lot of that was that triple by Kinsey Bolts cleared the entire, at least bases loaded for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Brown was trying to lay it down, then pulled it back, and will take the ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That one will be in for a strike. And the count is even with 1 out. 9-1 our score here, top of the 3rd inning. Extreme looking for the double dip sweep.
Wind picking up here.
Taking something off of it, and Allen slowly hit. Long throw over to first. Not in time as Brown will beat it out. Nice job by Brown. She picked him up, put him down. Again, it was very slowly hit. Allen had more to wait on it than charge it. So with 1 out, it'll be Faith Smith coming to the dish. Smith in her first at bat went 2-1. Popped up and out of play.
And clinging on the metal, at least protective of protection of the stands here at Converse.
So for the Extreme, Smith, the catcher to first for that first out. Throw down to first base, not in time on the ball. So ball and a strike. I had 2-1 written down. It was 2-3 on the put out.
Here we are, top of the 3rd, 8-run lead for the Cheyenne Extreme. 1 out, 1 on base.
Destiny Gonzalez to follow, strike 2 as Galicia delivers.
As a Gering Logoz right now trying to earn back some of those runs that they lost there in the bottom of the 2nd.
Galicia takes something off of it, and just getting a piece of it and fouling it back is Smith. Gonzalez and Splattauser to come up here, possibly, in the top half of the 3rd inning for the Logoz. Again, trailing 9-1. Galicia rocks, fires, and just high outside. And the count is now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. That would be Brown on the infield single. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. So Smith strikes out for the 2nd out.
Through that heat, just as simple as that, and 2 outs.
Destiny Gonzalez will come up. She was also a strikeout victim. Her first time up. Galicia rocks and fires right down Main Street for strike as Gonzalez cannot catch up with it. Brown again at first base. Not running. Down by 8. Outside again. Stewine fakes to throw down to first and does not release it. Ball and a strike. Again, the sun now, Nick, you can see is pretty prevalent on that right side. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, seeing Jade kind of shield her eyes again with her hand on that at least side.
It's tough. Like I said, if you haven't played here, or again, I've been on that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, again, Gonzalez goes down as a whiff victim for the 2nd time against Galicia. No runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cheyenne Extreme lead, 9-1 back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. For the Logoz, as we move to the bottom third inning, it's Sarah Weesey as she will toe the rubber right now for the Logoz. And she will also have as a new battery mate, it looks like it's going to be Autumn Elson. So Autumn Elson now will come in to do the catching.
Again, changes as we've seen in both games by Gering Logoz, but also to Cheyenne Extreme as well. It's pretty much just get everyone as much action here in this doubleheader.
Weesey will move into first base for Gonzalez.
As we wind down the season, which wasn't a very long season due to
the home season.
Again, home away again. Extreme will be on the road coming up this weekend up at Rapid City. They also too will be in Loveland, Colorado next weekend, and then over in Laramie in the Gym City for the Wyoming State tournament.
So, like I said, they wrap up the home season here tonight.
Which, again, for this season, they played a lot of home games, whether it's here at Converse or also, too, making the move over Bremer.
So, Kaylee Wilson will lead off, and she'll take it down low for a ball, 1-0.
And hopefully for at least the year 2021 for the Cheyenne Extreme, hopefully they'll play a lot more, get a fuller season, and get some competition here more often in the Cap City.
2-0. That is the count. Well, again, the nice thing is for these young ladies, and even for Gering, we are playing fast pitch. 2-0 pitch. That one is drilled to deep center field, way back, and you can kiss it goodbye. Kaylee Wilson, touch 'em all time, as the Extreme now extend their lead to 10-1. That one I knew was gone. You could see that right away off the bat, straight away center field. And Wilson extends the lead now to 9. So, again, for the doubleheader sweep here, it's on the way.
Yeah. Again, the crack off the bat on that one, you knew that was instantly gone. Just a solo home run right there. Stream now have the 9-run lead up 10-1.
That'll bring up Ariana Galicia. She had a base hit. Again, it was in the infield, her first time up. So, for the Extreme
that right now, as I look at the stats as just a team adding with that home run, 17 total on this season. So again, 21 games, you're averaging at least one home run a game.
Well, nice thing too, as Coach Galicia was asking, or I guess professing more than anything, wanted to see the bats come more alive this game. 10 runs, 9 hits,
and they certainly have in a big way here.
Galicia takes the first pitch for a ball outside. Low and away, ball 2.
And we are at that point right now, as we know in high school athletics. Again, there is that mercy rule, especially in American Legion softball. So Cheyenne Extreme, at least in that position to end this game early.
Yeah, I think it's 12 after 3. If I'm not, I think it's 12 after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5. 3-0 to Galicia. That one catches the corner for a strike. Galicia tossed her. Tossed her stick, was headed off to first base, and umpire said,
You're going to sit for one more pitch here.
So 3 balls and a strike to Galicia, as she now can toss the Ward Club down and head off to first base. Jade Reinhardt will come up. She was a strikeout victim her first time.
No outs here in the bottom of the third. As you mentioned, again, 12 is the magic number here. But again, for the Cheyenne Extreme, where Gering has the 1 run, they need to hit 13 here.
Reinhardt takes it down low for a ball
to end this one early.
So ball and a strike. A ball and 1 out, I should say, with Galicia at first base. Reinhardt swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time by Weesey, and Reinhardt can't catch up with it. So the Extreme leading here 10-1. Leadoff homer by Kaylee Wilson. Inside, ball 2 to Reinhardt. Galicia right now kind of staying home at first. Again, there is kind of that show of class.
She can at least threat to run the bases, as, again, you see her take that wide lead.
Ball 3. And again, too, you try not to.
You're not running up the score.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's about 10 runs. You kind of bet to Drew a walk her first time it comes to the plate. Lopez looks at an inside fastball for ball 1. Again, Saturday, Sunday, Rapid City.
Saturday pool play, Sunday tournament time.
Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Weesey, as it will be not caught up by Lopez.
As we will be in the heart of the Black Hills, or at least on the foothills of it.
You remind me, because all the time I've gone up to play in Rapid City, low ball too, that we at least go out to the monument, okay? To Mount Rushmore.
I mean, ironically, of what this is going to be coming up this weekend for the Cheyenne Extreme, of what they're playing in, is the Mount Rushmore Classic.
Yeah, all the time I'm out there, I never go to Mount Rushmore. Then again, I never got to Deadwood either, so I just go there to play ball when I'm there. 3-1. As Lopez lets one go inside.
Head to Mount Rushmore before they tear it down.
What?
If you saw on social media their governor saying, hey, we're not going to allow that.
Strike two. I don't think so.
It was a complete joke for folks out there.
Yes.
Again, the governor of South Dakota had to come out on social media saying, hey, we're going to make sure that Mount Rushmore is not going to get touched.
3 balls and 2 strikes and ball 4. So Lopez draws her second walk, as Galicia will head on over to second base. So with 2 outs, 2 on, Jordan Wright will step in. Wright was a strikeout victim her first time up.
Right now for Wright, if she wants to end this game, it's pretty simple of just knocking it out of the ballpark, and that's game.
This one will be grounded to third, picked up. Nice job by Aguilar. 6-3 and 3 away. So for the Extreme, they came up with 1 run on 1 hit, 2 runners left after 3. Cheyenne Extreme 10 and the Gering Logos 1. We're back after this 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. Morehouse now will throw for the Cheyenne Extreme, as 2 innings of work in check that 3 innings of work for Galicia. So Morehouse will see her first duty.
I'll pull up stats on Morehouse on at least for pitching. 29.2 innings pitched so far on this season. 5-1 record overall for the Cheyenne Extreme. Looking at strikeouts, 31, just behind Galicia on the season. ERA, one of the best on the team at 1.65 ERA.
So we will move to the top of the 4th inning. Hannah Splatzhauser will come to the plate. She struck out her first time up. Morehouse winds, delivers, swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, 10-1 our score. Earlier, it was 6-1 in game 1. And again, playing long ball was Kenzie Bolts for a 2-run homer. We got 2 home runs in this contest by the Extreme, as they have run away with this one thus far. Strike 2, as Splatzhauser just can't catch up with it.
And the game plan right now for the Cheyenne Extreme is pretty much come away with no runs here for the Logos. You score 1 at the bottom of the 4th, and again, that's game, set, match.
Morehouse rocks, fires, and that one will be just outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
As again, we will update you on what's happening across the way over at Powers Field between the Cheyenne Post 6 and Scotts Bluff.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Struck her out, 1 down.
And the update right now out of Powers Field, top of the 3rd with 1 out. It looks like Sixers up 6-3 right now. Cheyenne Post 6 on the season, 21-9. Still a lot of games left for them on their schedule before they hit the Wyoming State Tournament.
Jada Schlotthauer will be at the plate. She reached on an error her first time up. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Fastball high for a ball. 1-0. Morehouse. Wines delivers that one low and outside, 2-0.
Morehouse, who hasn't put up a whole lot of at least time on the mound for the Cheyenne Extreme. But again, when she's on there, she makes the most of it.
She'll be a senior coming up this year in Torrington High School. Low, ball 3.
So we have a lot of at least Torrington, Gering, Scottsbluff products. Again, a lot of them who are making that road trip from the respective cities to come out and play for the Cheyenne Extreme.
3-0 pitch, and that misses high, ball 4. So Schlotthauer will go to first with the free pass, and that'll bring up Macy Schlotthauer. She also reached on a walk her first time up. 1 down, 1 out. 1 on, I should say. 1 on, 1 out. And the pitch by Morehouse, swing and a miss. Actually, they'll say she got a piece of it as it's fouled back. So strike 1 to Schlotthauer. This is Macy Schlotthauer.
Strike 1 with 1 out, and again, runner on first for the Logoz.
And the 0-1 pitch. That's low. That one was in the dirt, gets away from Stewine. And she just will let Allen pick it up. That went near the dugout of the Extreme.
So that'll advance the runner over to second.
So Jada Schlotthauer now at second base.
So the scoring position right now for the Gering Logoz, who again they need a lot of help here.
They
to
need
get back.
hits. They've only got 2 here in the contest. They're 1 run, 2 hits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So she chased after that one. And it will be 1-2.
Trying to do that running hack at it and again whiffed on it.
Tried to slash at it and couldn't come away with anything. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morehouse will rock. She'll fire. And laying off of it. Good job that time by Schlotthauer to lay off as it's now 2-2. 1 down. At second base is Jada Schlotthauer. Extreme lead 10-1.
A big pitch upcoming right now from Morehouse.
2-2 pitch. That one is slapped in to left field for a base hit. Schlotthauer leaves, and now she's caught up. She's going to be caught up in a rundown as they will run her down, and she'll be tagged out at home by Morehouse. Now they're going to say she dropped it after. So hold everything. She goes to call her safe. They'll say Morehouse dropped the ball. And with all of that action going on, moving over to third base was Macy Schlotthauer. So give Schlotthauer a base hit.
Yeah, so take off the out and again ground the run. So 10-2 now, favor of the Cheyenne Extreme.
That would have been really great if you had a scorecard. That would have been 2-6. Then back to 2, and then when it was 5, and then it went to 1, and 1 dropped it. But so, yeah, I wouldn't have any room on my scorecard for that. 10-2 our score. And trying to lay it down is Aguilar. And trying to bring home that 3rd run with only 1 out. There's only 1 out. There was, again, the runs count.
Yeah, the run count, again, original call was an out, but again, the drop ball, at least ump overruled it, and again, granted the run on that play.
So the scoreboard right now is showing 2 outs. It should be only 1 out. 0-1 to Aguilar. Again, pops that one back and out of play, and it's 0-2. So Gianni Aguilar finds herself in the hole. 0-2. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
And if you're Gering right now, this is the ideal situation of what you want, where this game was on pace to end early, and it still is right now with the 8-run lead for the Extreme, but again, to chip away and play some more innings here.
And the 0-2 offering, that one again is Aguilar stays alive and fouls it back.
Again, these games are at least regulated to an hour and a half, and we've been at least underway for about minute 10 or an hour 10, hour 15, so
You'll probably get 4, maybe 5 innings. You might get to the top of the 5th. So 0-2, Aguilar And she will tap it over to the first base side. She will get the run home. Nice job by Aguilar. That's good softball right there as she taps it for the RBI. Unassisted, making that play for the Extreme.
So again, 2 outs there, and
make it Reinhardt.
Make it 10-3 now for the Cheyenne Extreme.
2 down. Score now reads, it should read 10-3, not 11-2. That's why I keep a book. Fouled back out of play by Sarah Weesey.
Well, you keep stats because we know what happens in JUCO basketball where you can't really trust those scoreboards half the time.
Again, 10-3 our score. Oh, 0-1 pitch on the way to Weesey with 2 down. And that one is in for a strike.
At least compared to JUCO basketball at LCCC, we don't have to worry about a shot clock to delay us. It's always something. As we're looking forward to more LCCC basketball this season.
We could have had a rain delay, so let it go.
Yeah.
Staying alive, Weesey taps it back foul, and then it's 0-2. Because you were whining there a couple times that it was sprinkling.
It was sprinkling. I wasn't whining, but, you know, got to let the folks know that there was a potential of rain. Could be a delay.
There's always potential rain in the summer in this place. Taking something off of it and ripping it down the left side foul is Weesey, and she'll do it all over again, 0-2.
Maybe last year we were worried about the rain as we saw so many rain outs, especially for the Cheyenne Extreme, but this season it's been pretty quiet.
Pretty dry.
We know that from all the Millers.
0-2 pitch. She checks her swing, and it will be a ball. Umpire right on there's no way to appeal it either. There's only one umpire. Ball and 2 strikes.
Score is 10-3. Scoreboard out there if you're watching on YouTube and Periscope is wrong.
Fouled back and out of play. So it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We're still in the top of the 4th here for the Gering Logos, and 2 outs for them.
On deck will be Marilyn Weesey, who's popped up twice on the evening.
Extreme looking for the doubleheader sweep, and again on pace still to get it done.
No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Little spinner there and backwards K. So for the Logos, they do come up with a couple of runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Cheyenne Extreme leading 10-3. We're back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. Listening to Extreme Fast Pitch Action, 1480 KRAE Cheyenne. Larry Proietti, Nick Proietti. Again, Nick providing all the visuals for you, YouTube, as well as Periscope via Twitter. Thank you for joining us. Again, our worldwide audience, our regional audience, our national audience, and again, our local audience. We thank you so much for being a part of our doubleheader broadcast here from Converse, our first foray into women's fast pitch. Matter of fact,
first of I wouldn't say a mini, but a couple. Again, as there's not much remaining.
We got to get ready for the 2021 season, so it's a good little start for us here with the Extreme.
Yeah, again, as it's been an abbreviated schedule, abbreviated season for all at least teams across the nation, especially here, Felton, Cheyenne. Extreme at this point in time playing 21 games. Usually around this time, again, here we are at June 23rd. You're looking like they have about 40 games already under their belt, 40, 50. So, again, it's been obviously a very interesting situation, but glad that there is softball being played, baseball as well, too. Again, as we mentioned, Post 6 playing across the way at Powers Field tonight.
Morehouse takes the ball down low, and again low in the dirt, ball 2. Sarah Weesey in relief of her sister Madeline Weesey.
Scenario right now for the Extreme is you need to put up at least one run here in this inning, and then you can call it ball game.
Ball 3, 3-0. Autumn Elson is behind the dish right now, so the battery is Sarah Weesey and Autumn Elson. 3-0 pitch forthcoming. And the green light was on. Morehouse skies it on the infield. Aguilar makes the grab at shortstop, and it is 1 down.
Kind of a close play out there, at least straight away.
She had it all the way. Again, there's got to be a little bit of a breeze that's kind of pushing it because, as she was going back for it and then kind of almost tied up her feet a little bit because the wind is kind of pushing. That'll bring up Adair. Jenny Adair, who is 0 for 2 here in the contest, has struck out and popped up to second. And she will pull it back as she was thinking about laying it down. 2-0 the count. On deck will be Kenzie Bolts. Bolts with the triple her last time up. That one inside, and the count runs 3-0. Bolts 2 for 2 in this contest. Matter of fact, looking back and with the home run in game 1, she's 3 of 4. That'll be a strike.
As Kinsey again of this doubleheader so far is kind of MVP for the Cheyenne Extreme of what she's been able to do. She's come through with some big hits and again put up some big runs on that board.
Adair fouls it back, and it will be a full count, 3-2. If she gets a double, technically
you're not going to give her a slide again.
You got to give her a 2-game cycle.
All right.
Again, I mean, it's total innings. There's a base hit. Line shot into center field as Adair stepped back and drilled it. And with 1 out, that will bring up Kenzie Bolts. Bolts has been swinging a good bat again, 3 for 4 here in the twin bill against the Gering Logos. 10-3 our score.
Extreme looking
1 out.
Extreme looking for the sweep here. They need momentum heading into that Mount Rushmore Classic this weekend. Games as early as I do believe 9 a.m. Saturday.
Inside for a ball. 1-0. Again, Kenzie graduating, so congratulations to her at Cheyenne Central. Class of 2020, a unique class of 2020, which will go down in history for all schools. Stealing the base, Adair. 2-0.
Interesting thing, I do believe it was either Black Hills or High West Energy and a few other partners putting up the 2020 senior, at least portraits around town.
Another base hit for Bolts, and Adair going to come all the way around to score. So by stealing the base, Bolts drives in yet another run, and the Extreme now up by the count of 11-3.
So again, hitting that magical 8 number here in the 4th inning.
12, 10, 8. 3 after it's 12 after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5.
Got ahead of myself there.
Stewine at the plate. Her last time up, she drilled a home run.
So essentially for Extreme, add 2 more, and then it's ball game.
This one right back up the box, and I stopped by Weesey as she knocked it down. I mean, that thing was hit hard. And she knocked it down and fires over to her sister. So on the 1-3, it will move Bolts to second. Stewine is the second out of the inning.
And they're going to check on her right now. She's saying it kind of hit around
around the shin area. Yeah. Usually you get a lot of shots off the shin, the ankle.
And it looks like she's going to be okay.
She's going to tough it out. It's summertime, I want to play ball. Again, you'll see probably everywhere we go, all pitchers wearing the face guard, face protection.
And rightfully so, especially with the distance between at least on the mound. Yeah.
Talk about a ball coming back, especially they call it a softball. It ain't soft.
There's nothing soft about that thing.
Allen will dig in and take a ball, and Bolts will take a base. Again, Bolts went halfway between second and third. They kind of laid off her, and then she just took the bag.
As again, the catcher throwing back that ball to the pitcher, not realizing that she was on the move.
Allen looks at ball 2. Again, our scoreboard is off. It's 11-3 in favor of the Extreme. That one will get away. Will Bolts come in? Yes, she will. She'll come in, and we see was a little late getting back, getting down to the home plate area. So on the wild pitch, Bolts will score. That makes the score now 12-3.
So 9-run advantage for the Extreme.
Go, Brogan.
Allen taking a whack at it at 3-0, so 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 outs here. Here in the bottom of the 4th for the Extreme.
And the pitch. Ball 4 inside. So Allen will trot down to first.
2-out walk there.
She's been perfect in game 2 with 2 singles and a walk, and that'll bring up Taylor Klein. Klein popped up the shortstopper last time. In this second game, she is 1 for 2, and drills one. Oh, that one was smoked down the line. And again,
just a few feet to the right, and that would have been
again
big.
Stepping in the bucket just a little bit early, but her eye is on top of the ball right now.
Taylor, again, a product out of Scottsbluff around that region. Again, a big bat for Adam Galicia.
That must be looking like a wiffle ball coming up for her right now. She is right on top of it. 0-1 pitch. That one is grounded to Aguilar. Aguilar bobbles it, picks it up, fires across the way, and by bobbling it, Klein will beat it out.
So just like that with 2 outs for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Got to give Aguilar the error on that one because she had it and then dropped it.
Extreme threatening once again here.
Kaylee Wilson up. Last time she knocked a home run, and there was no doubt about it when she hit it.
And how huge would this be with 2 on right now for her?
Inside for a ball, 1-0.
Just add another statement, at least blast. That pretty much puts this game well out of hand.
12-3 our score. Scoreboard is off by a run. So just if you are seeing that. Wilson, that one is foul. As she connected and hit it. Basically, she smacked it down the left field line. Foul line. Matter of fact, Adam Galicia was in the he was in the coach's box and said, hey, you notice he's moved closer to the fence now.
He's now by the at least close to the dugout.
2 balls and a strike. it's interesting too with both with Klein and Wilson. Galicia kind of gets closer to the fence now.
Well, he has no protection. He's just got his jacket and the shorts, and he doesn't have a mask or anything. So
that one is popped up. That one might fall in, and it does. Coming around to score will be Allen, and going to third will be Klein, and sneaking into second base is Wilson.
So just like that, a 10-run advantage now for the Extreme, up 13-3.
So it's 13-3 here in the bottom of the 4th.
As right now they're going to confirm on that score.
It's 13-3. So I guess they're going to let them play.
Just let them continue that full hour 30, potentially. As it is approaching right now, 7:40.
From the left side will be Galicia. She'll hit it over to Aguilar. Running down the line quickly, she will be in and score. And 2 runs are going to come across as coming around is Wilson, as Klein scored as the ball was hit off the bat of Galisa. She beat it out.
So now a 12-run advantage for Cheyenne Extreme, up 15-3.
15-3 our score.
And they made a lot of damage here. They've added a lot of runs here with 2 outs in this half inning.
They've tacked on 5 more here in the top of the 4th inning. Jade Reinhardt, the batter, and she has hit that one. Boy, that one into Burns. And she knocked the snot out of that, and another 2-run shot.
That was heading direct to Powers Field, almost post 6, and Scottsbluff had to look out for that one. 17-3 now for the Extreme as they are just pouring it on here against the Gering Logos.
And what was nice about that home run, I was just watching how far it went. I mean, that thing was clubbed. So
that was without a doubt for Jade, no doubt about it, out of this park.
So that will increase the Extreme lead to 17-3. So Weesey will come on out as she will do an inning and 2/3, and now she will be replaced by Game 1 starter. That would be Aspen Elson. So she will come in and try to close the door.
It is right now for the Extreme. They sit with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. So looking at least for Gering to get that last out here where, again, for having 2 outs, Extreme have done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So 14-run advantage here for Cheyenne, as it's pretty much without a doubt that they're going to get the sweep and go with a 2-game winning streak up to Rapid City.
Well, let's take a look here. You know, the highlights of this contest thus far. Kenzie Bolts, she is 3 for 3. Stewine has a home run. Kaylee Wilson has a home run. Jade Reinhardt has a home run. So we've seen 3 round trippers. I'm hoping I've got all my notes right here, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen 3 home runs in this contest, and we saw in the last game Bolts hit one. So, you know, the big lumber or the big aluminum has come out for the Cheyenne Extreme. 4 home runs in this doubleheader thus far.
We have a lot of at least action here at Converse between these two, between Cheyenne Extreme and Gering Logos. But as we've been updating folks over at Powers Field right now, post 6 in action. The Sixers taking on Scottsbluff. Bottom of the 3rd with 1 out right now. Post 6 leading that contest 8-6. So you got a nice little battle over there across the way at Powers.
2 outs. Alexis Naughton will come to the plate. Aspen Elson in to close the door, as she threw in Game 1. And first pitch to Naughton is a strike. If I look back in Game 1 stats, Elson had a couple innings of work for the Logos. Naughton will get one to fall in. That's a friendly bounce and a base hit. Well, actually, as she popped it up, it went over the head of the third baseman.
Yeah, it was a friendly drop there, so a base hit.
It's a flare, you know. You call it a flare, but more of those flares are in between the infield, outfield. That one just made it to the outfield grass, just over the third baseman's head. So base hit for Naughton, and Lopez will put one into right center for base hit. So back-to-back hits by Naughton and Lopez, all with 2 outs. So Elson getting bounced around a little bit here by the Extreme.
As this half inning has, again, gone on for quite some time here. Extreme putting up a lot of runs here, leading by 14, up 17-3 over Gering.
Elson gave up 3 runs in her 2 innings of work in the first game. 2 outs, and it will bring up Jordan Wright. Wright grounded out to short her last time, and believe it or not, the Extreme are batting through the order right now. They have sent up this inning everybody. There's a line drive, and right there is Aguilar to track it down, and she will get the 3rd out. So for the Extreme, big inning as they come up with a total of 7 runs.
And it looks like that's going to be the ball game as well.
7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Excuse me, it looks like they're going to continue on.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying there.
Oh.
So for, again, 7 runs on 7 hits. And with that all being said, we move on to the top of the 5th inning with the Extreme leading. On my scorecard here, Nick, I have them at 17 to 3. We're going to be back after a 30-second timeout on 1480 KRAE. (17 to 3), our score. We move to the top of the 5th inning. I think in this situation, you were asking me when they're going to end it. I think they're going to go the full hour and a half for this one.
And I think that's probably the situation. It looked like teams were lining up to almost like shake hands. That's why I got a little confused on it.
I think what they're going to do here, Nick, is that they're going to finish out the inning and
let Gering get a couple hits in, or at least
get a few more swings. And they're going to have their top of the order. Madeline Weesey will lead off. She's popped up twice to first and to shortstop. She will dig in from the left side. First pitch is a strike by Morehouse. Morehouse looking to close it out. And for the Extreme, who put up 23 runs here in this game. And you figure, Nick, they only played 7 innings. Weesey hits it straight up the gut for a base hit, as that will be a good leadoff here in inning number 5 for Gering. But again, you played 3 innings and you came up with 6, and you've played 4 here, 7 innings. You put 23 runs on the board. That's a pretty good offensive output.
Well, as a team, again, looking at total runs on the season, looks like they total at this point in time 148.
Haley Harder will check in. She tries to lay it down. She does so. Nice bunt. Throw over to first. Not in time, as Naughton basically could not get it over to Bolts, as it kind of pulled her off the bag. So a good bunt. We're going to give Harder a base hit on that one.
As I mentioned, 148 runs for the Cheyenne Extreme, again, under 21 games. So, again, pretty impressive right now for the Extreme.
Faith Smith will be at the plate. She'll foul it off to the right side. 0-1. No outs. Runners at first and second right now for the Logos. And again, you know, something to hopefully end the game on a positive note. Down by 14. Smith will foul it this time to the left side. It's 0-2 as she's quickly in a hole.
Doing a quick calculation of those stats. Extreme in 21 games average about 7 runs a game. So, again, offensive output for this team, again, pretty impressive.
Coming up in our 8 o'clock hour, don't forget to join us on 1480 KRAE for our Golden Age of Radio Theater. Low and outside for a ball, 1-2. We probably won't do a post game with Adam Galicia. Depends on how long this inning will go. There's a line drive. Bolts can't come down with it. Fires over to third and throws it away. The easiest play was to shortstop, so Weesey will score. Harder will stop at third, and move into second base is Faith Smith, and something cooking for the Logos on the error by Bolts.
And runners at third and second with no outs right now for Gering. Just added 1 run there, make it now 17-4 advantage of the Extreme.
She had it in the glove, it popped out, and then her easiest throw was going to be to shortstop, but she decided to cross it over and throw to third, and no go.
Again, just kind of a mental miscue out there by Kinsey on that play. Again, getting rattled by at least realizing that the ball popped out.
Elizabeth Weesey is now batting, and she will take a swing and a miss, and she will come in Gonzalez's spot. Count is 0-2, no outs, and that one is fouled off to the right side.
As the sun, as we look at least out there, and again, I'm being affected by right now. Again, very bright, very low in the horizon.
Yeah.
And again, that also too might have affected Kinsey on that play.
Well, and she fought off the sun. It just came out of her glove. Strike 3 call. Down to third base and in and out of the hands of Naughton. Naughton will fire it home. Nice stop by Stewine. Stewine runs her. And this time they're going to get him. As putting out the final out there was Reinhardt. So Reinhardt will get the out, and it'll be 2 away as they chop down Harder at the plate. On the K to Weesey, there's 2 outs.
So a strikeout to almost a throw, at least put him out, but either way, it's a double play.
It's a 2-5-6-3 put out. If you're following at home with your scorecard.
Either way, though, it's the second out, 1 away for Cheyenne Extreme to wrap up this contest and get the victory.
Ball, and it's 2-0 right now to the batter. It looks like it's Hannah Splattozer. That'll be low, ball 3, and moving over to third base on the errant pitch will be Faith Smith. So a chance now for the Logos to pop another run on the board. Trailing 17-4, it's 3-0 to Hannah Splattozer. Three-0 pitch, that will be a strike, and it's 3-1.
Get a battle here, trying to get that final out.
3-1 pitch by Morehouse. Strike 2. As that catches the outside.
Yeah, painted that on the outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 run in already for
obviously next
Gering.
This pitch right now.
Just missing outside, ball 4. So Hannah Splattozer will move to first. Runners at first and third. And that will bring up, it looks like it's going to be Jada Schlotthauer.
Gering still trying to be alive in this contest, down by 13.
She'll bat from the left side. And the pitch, low and away outside, ball 1. Again, 2 down, 17-4 our score. Runners on the corners now for the Logos. This one will be ticked and fouled off to the left side. Just got a piece of it, more around the fist. She fisted that one to the left side, and it'll be 1 ball and a strike. So, Jada Schlotthauer trying to keep the inning alive for the Logos. Low in the dirt, 2-1.
As you hear Coach Kalisa telling at least her to throw it over to first.
I don't know if you want to throw it. Again, the sun right now is brutal over on that right side.
Well, it does look like Jade has sunglasses there.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, right down the middle. Yeah, but over on that side over there, Reinhardt does. She has the shades on right now.
So at least that's the reason why Coach Kalisa was at least trying to attempt that pickoff play.
And the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that should be your ball game.
That should be the final.
So for the Logos, and let's give them their due. They fought hard there in that last inning as they came back with a run on 2 hits. There was an error. And again, for the Cheyenne Extreme, they pick up the victory. Final score 17-4. We'll be back after a quick 60-second timeout. 60-second timeout. We're back after these words on 1480 KRAE.
If you're looking for fun and style, then the new 2019 Kia Optima has what you need. And here at Kia of Cheyenne, we can help you own one. I'm AJ Miller, and the 2019 Kia Optima will reward your daily drive with comfort, performance, and advanced engineering. Kia Optima technology, your phone allows access to remote lock or unlock, climate control, 24-hour roadside assistance, and much more. Come in, call 775-0123, or go to KiaofCheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
College. It's filled with classrooms, instructors, and exams. But beyond that, it's filled with curiosity, budding friendships, insightful conversations, and so many opportunities. There will be people like you, and you, and you. You'll work, you'll play, you'll struggle, and you'll succeed. But when you allow yourself to pursue your dreams, you'll learn what you're truly made of.
They get the doubleheader sweep, winning the opener 6-1, coming back in the nightcap and bringing out the Heavy Lumber in a 17-4 decision. For the Extreme, they were 17 runs, 16 hits. So they banged out quite a bit of hits here. So they had 22 hits for the doubleheader, Nick. So you're talking 23 runs, 22 hits. And for the Logoz, they wrapped up the evening 4 runs on 5 hits, as, again, they only had 1 run on 3 hits in the first contest. So the winning pitcher will be Galicia, and the loser will be Madeline Weesey. Again, home runs, plenty in this contest. Tristan Stewine hit 1 back in the second inning. Also, how about Kaylee Wilson? Not 1, but 2 round trippers. Holy cow.
Yeah.
And then another home run by Jade Reinhardt for the Extreme. Also, you look back in Game 1, Kenzie Bolts had a home run. And then you also kind of, if you hand a hitting star out, well, you got to hand it out to Kenzie Bolts, who was 4 for 5 in this doubleheader for the Cheyenne Extreme. So, again, I'm sure that Coach Adam Galicia is going to be very happy with the doubleheader sweep. It gives them more momentum. Again, they had a good Extreme weekend over at here at Converse Field this past weekend.
Went 5-1, but right now they stand at least with the doubleheader sweep again. 2-game winning streak for the Cheyenne Extreme. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Extreme, as we see Coach Adam Galicia here, at least in there with you. Again, they will have at least their first game at 9:30 in the morning, upcoming Saturday, as they'll see Dickinson Diamonds up there in the Mount Rushmore Classic, Game 1 of pool play. Also, too, they will see, Rapid City Stars at 2 p.m., and then 8 p.m. with the Gonzo Fastpitch team out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska. So 3 games coming up on Saturday. So, again, big momentum for that Mount Rushmore Classic coming up again Saturday. Pool play Sunday, tournament time for the Cheyenne Extreme.
Quick 30-second timeout. We'll wrap things up here with Coach Galicia after these words right here on 1480 KRAE. Sweep again, 7 out of your last 8 here at Converse. Boy, you really going to hate to leave to go to Rapid City, Coach. But again, great hitting by your young ladies. Again, we mentioned Kenzie hitting the home run in the first contest. We went long and strong 4 times here in the second game. 17 runs, 16 hits. It has to please you. And Michael, as you get ready to board up and get ready to get out of here, because we know the hitting shoes are on, and you got some good pitching as well too.
Oh yeah, we got some good pitching. That second game, Ariana came in and pretty much shut them down. We had a little issue with the first inning, giving the first 1 run up, but overall she pitched a game. Had to get Michaela a couple innings, heading into the weekend. We definitely got to have our sticks going. We're going to be down a pitcher going there. Janie's got her brother's graduating in Laramie this weekend, so we're down our number 2 pitcher going up there, and so that was the whole thought process of getting Brogan some innings tonight. She's going to have to hit the circle a few times for us up there, and so with that being said, our sticks are going to have to be ready to go. I mean, she's not exactly ready to go. But she'll keep working at us. She'll keep plugging at us, and defense is going to be on, and sticks will have to be ready to go.
Did you get everything? Again, 2 wins are great, doubleheader sweep, and again, the run output. But did you see everything that you needed to see tonight with your team? Again, are they doing that improvement each and every time out?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty pleased with where we're at right now. Defensively, when we have our defensive players in our best defensive positions, we're going to be tough to beat. With Ariana in the circle, as long as we're hitting the ball. When our number one, number two pitchers are in, as long as typically if we score 7 runs, we normally don't lose the game. Because our defense was pretty solid.
Final thought before we let you go, and again, thank you for allowing us to come out here and do the doubleheader tonight. One thing you can't teach is how to. You can try to help the young ladies out, but you got to admit that son is a son of a gun out here, especially over the last 3 innings for both teams. How do you get these young ladies to somehow, some way keep their eyes shaded? Because again, ball coming off the bat. Yeah. It's a screaming Mimi sometimes.
Yeah, we definitely practice. This is our primary practice field, and it's one thing we talked to the city about when they originally it was supposed to be field 1 that they were going to do. And this one here was always we talked to them is always the worst for the sun, and but for whatever reasons they decided this was their best option, and so we honestly do practice playing in the sun on this field, so screening the ball, whatever we have to do, but it's killer on our right side.
Good news is don't have to play here anymore for the rest of the season. So
yeah.
Anyway, Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the doubleheader sweep. Again, final score 6-1 in the opener, 17-4 in the nightcap. So with that all being said, we want to wrap things up here. Again, thank you to Nick Proietti for taking care of all of the video. What do you want me to do with this? Oh, you want me to hold on to it? Okay. All right, so we want to thank Nick Proietti for doing the video for YouTube as well as Periscope via Twitter. We also want to thank Jimmy Hopkins back at the house for keeping us on the air. It is right at the top of the hour, so we want to remind you we have coming up our Golden Age of Radio segment. Times 2 will be, let's see, is it Gunsmoke tonight? Gunsmoke from 8 until 9 o'clock, and then we will have for you Suspense Theater from 9 until 10. So, again, we wrap things up here. Final score in Game 2 with the Extreme over the Gering Logoz, that is, 17-4. So, for Nick Proietti, Jimmy Hopkins, I'm Larry Proietti. We now send it back to regular programming on 1480 KRAE.